This is a Valiant Star podcast. Enjoy.
What's good, nerds and nerdettes? Welcome back to another episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast, episode 44. And as always, it's me, Antonio, and with you...
We just start with me. You could just do that.
No, we're keeping that in.
Okay.
And with me is...
Dan.
Jack.
We also have two special guests joining us today. Introduce yourselves.
What's poppin'?
Who are you?
They already know who I am.
Oh.
It's true. He's got a very distinctive voice. And we also have...
You already know who it is.
also
Say
another...
that twice. And now they don't know who's who.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Two of us sound exactly alike because we're the same person. Am I right?
That's crazy, dude.
And Brandon will join us shortly. I don't know what time exactly.
Or if ever.
Yeah, no, not that
Probably like 2 hours, maybe.
He said an hour. All right.
Yeah, that's like 2 hours in Brandon time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's pretty accurate.
That's kind of how
All
it
right.
works.
So, we're going to be talking about a video game related topic this week, but I think we should start off with some news of like what's been going on. Not
Ooh.
necessarily what.
Did you hear about Charlie Cox?
Yes. Shush.
Dan is very excited.
Me
I didn't have to hear him talking about it to know that he'd be excited.
Okay. With everything happening this past couple weeks with the coronavirus and everything, there's been some cancellations and delays. So first off, let's start with E3. It was officially canceled, but did it actually? Not that if it mattered or not, but weren't like major studios not gonna appear?
Oh yeah, nobody was going to E3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
There's
in
gonna be, like,
reality,
literally no one there.
it's not. It doesn't hurt them.
I thought it flat out got canceled.
Yeah, no,
that's what I
eventually.
said.
it did. But a bunch
Yeah.
of companies were like ahead of time.
Oh, yeah,
Just
they're just saying that
canceled.
we're not.
And then
Mhm.
EA was just like, well, we're done here. Or not EA, E3.
Yeah,
No, EA is probably doing their own little shit.
Yeah, nobody cares about EA.
Exactly.
I saw
okay,
a meme. That was like, you know how Nintendo Direct has their own thing.
Yes.
Like
God.
I saw a meme that was like, oh, PS4
What's
Direct.
wrong with Nintendo Direct,
Direct.
Patty?
Literally everything. I'm on Twitter. Nintendo Direct is just like, they scare me.
Why?
Like the people who they're like Charlie Day with the conspiracy theory, all the red lines on the wall. They're just crazy,
Because that's how
actual
Nintendo fans are.
psychopaths. Yeah, Nintendo fans are psychopaths. I'm sorry, it's just the way it works.
You're not wrong, but there's nothing wrong with Nintendo Direct itself.
Oh no, nothing with it itself. Oh,
Okay,
I don't mind
no,
Nintendo
we're fine
Direct.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
You made it sound like there's something wrong with Nintendo Direct itself.
Oh no, they're cool. I'm
That's a
okay
different
with them.
story. Yes, there are Nintendo fans
Yeah.
do have problems, but you know what? Nintendo itself kind of feeds into it, so it's fine.
Yeah, they're okay. But you know what else? Okay, we still have Gamescom. For now.
Fuck is that?
What is that?
Gamescom? It's like E3. It's like E3's little cousin. Gamescom. It's in Germany. Happens every year.
I think I heard that.
Has it never heard
Is
of
it
Gamescom?
actually popular?
I've actually never heard of Gamescom.
Yeah, no, it's pretty big. Gamescom, I think. Or maybe it's called something different. I don't remember. Something like that.
But yeah, it's not looking too good for that, I guess. But like I said, it didn't really affect it that much. But there has been a lot of movie delays. With you guys know the A Quiet Place
Yeah.
2. So that movie's been delayed, but without a release date. So it won't. I don't know if it'll be like next year, and then later this year, or whatever. Also, Fast and the Furious 9 will be delayed for a year, which I feel like Antonio has a snarky remark.
Haha. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So exciting. A true loss.
I mean, oh no.
I don't know why it was delayed a year though. I thought they finished filming.
That's what they wanted you to think.
All right, but Mulan also was delayed.
Nah, that's not that sad. Oh, by the way, I watched Frozen 2.
How was it?
I enjoyed it. It was anime as fuck.
Anime.
It was pretty anime. I'm not gonna lie.
Like in what sense? Like Elsa's powers?
Elsa's powers and like how they
Okay.
showcased it.
Yeah, might actually have to.
She
see
was
that
an
now.
anime woman. That's all I'm gonna say.
I hope someone makes an edit in case they haven't done already.
Yo, okay, Elsa.
Still surprised you guys have
Anime.
never heard of Gamescom.
I'm literally.
I've never heard of that.
It's like actually decently going back several 100,000 people go like pretty much every year. Late August
I found something. I don't know how I feel about it, but
in Germany.
whenever you guys feel like it.
I'll link it in the description if you want.
What is this?
No,
What do you mean no? Is it that bad?
I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing. Wasn't planning on it.
All right, I'll watch it. I'll watch it later.
Oh, I think
Who the
I
hell's
might-
watching it now?
Patty.
Oh my
Oh.
god, it's so loud. I can't.
Yeah,
What the hell?
I was like trying to get it down as quiet as I could, but
I like this.
that's not
You
happening.
should just watch anime.
Is it dubbed?
Yeah,
It's
It's-
dubbed.
It's the Japanese version of Let It Go.
It's only like 30 seconds of it.
I know.
no, it's not even that.
No, it is.
Fine, I guess I'll watch it now.
Good God. Okay.
That is really
I found
loud.
something else. I don't know how I feel about any of this. I don't know what song this is.
It's Into the Unknown, I think. Oh no,
No, this is not Into the Unknown. I watched the movie. I know what Into the Unknown is. Into the Unknown is a bop song. All I'm gonna say is that people are sleeping on Frozen 2 music.
I really like Elsa's hair in the new
What
one.
in the oh yeah.
It's cool.
I don't know how I feel about the ending though. I'm gonna be honest.
Into the Unknown.
Also, remember how she's supposed to be lesbian?
Is
Yeah,
she not?
They didn't explore that at all.
Oh.
I don't like that.
That sucks.
I wish they explored that.
All right, let's move on. Batman? The movie has stopped filming for this for reason again.
Batman.
Both Shang-Chi and Falcon and Winter Soldier has stopped production. And you guys remember how we watched the New Mutants trailer?
yeah.
So this is this fourth time being delayed. Not very good for the movie, but
No,
uh,
I think I did know about that. I
that's-
did
that's
know
some
about.
shit, though.
I'm gonna be honest. This has no meaning, but I just like how it looks.
God damn it.
Let's see. Oh yeah, also Black Widow has been delayed.
Dang it!
Yay!
So
I mean, no.
Oh no.
this is actually interesting. to me.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, I mean, yay.
I like honestly after Birds of Prey, I just don't care about Black Widow.
No, definitely.
Wow.
To be completely honest.
I know
Like,
women
I'm
don't
gonna,
do it from.
I'm gonna watch it, but like I just don't care about
Just
it.
to look at Black Widow. That's it.
I have some good news about Birds.
No,
of Prey
I'm there to
in a
look
bit.
at Yelena.
Oh.
So it's been delayed, the Black Widow, but there is a possibility of it going on to Disney Plus
Ooh,
Oh, instead of
as a
theaters.
theatrical. Yes.
Oh, I like that. I don't have to go to the theaters. I
Yeah,
already
but
spent
then
my $7 a month.
but then the only thing is like, how would they calculate, a return, without the box office?
Well, that's the thing. How are they going to calculate return for Mandalorian or anything like that? At that point, it's more just how many people pay for the streaming service,
And how
or
many people watch it?
The spike in subscriptions.
Well, Disney Plus has a lot of subscriptions now
I'm
that
saying, but
a lot of
there
people are
might be
home.
there might be another spike.
Okay.
There might be people who you can track how many people actually watch it. That's really what it's going to be like. How much traffic is it going to get? How much traffic is Disney Plus and then also the movie itself going to get?
But you think it's better for it to be released on Disney Plus?
I don't think it's better. I think it's more convenient for the viewer.
Okay.
Definitely
Yeah.
not in a business sense, but for a consumer sense, definitely. And if this happens, it might become the new norm. I don't think it's gonna happen
that's the
right away,
thing. That's
obviously. But
this is
if
like
it does become the new norm, it'll be a lot easier for consumers.
it's also Disney. I mean, they've done like
They might also
Shorts?
just make you pay for it, where it's like a unique
No,
sort of thing.
I
where it's
don't
like,
think
hey,
so.
I don't think so, but they might. That could be the way to track.
I know
Um,
the Universal has some movies that'll be released early, and will have to pay money to rent it
Yeah.
for like a 48-hour period.
Hello.
Sorry, give me a sec. All right, so what we talk about? All right, the Disney Plus. Okay, yeah. So there's the Universal, like I said, will be releasing a few movies on demand, but you'll
Yeah,
have
I
to
heard
pay like
about
$20
that.
for like to rent it for 48 hours.
Ew.
$20 ain't worth it.
No, but
$20
like
is a little too much.
if it you no, but think about it.
How much is the cost of a fucking ticket?
like $12?
Yeah, make it like 12, 13.
Plus, but then
No,
you're
no, no.
adding in like
Tones,
food and drink.
Like
Yeah,
think
but
it
that's
makes
not,
sense.
That's not going directly towards the food and drink isn't for
The studios.
the studios. It's for the theater itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the theater's whatchamacallit, profit.
Yes. The one thing I can say is it does make sense if it's like a family movie, or if it's like for like a group of friends, because you can like if it's for 4 people, you can chip in like $5 each, because it's like $5 per ticket.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know,
Yeah.
That's still a little much.
I agree, but I don't. None of those movies.
It's a little dumb.
None of those movies that like they said they were going to do that for. Kind of, they don't really interest me. So
It's
it's
one of
mostly
them
like
that Vin Diesel movie that we're not going to see.
no. Oh, that movie's still like opening. I don't know why.
Because no one's going to see it anyways.
Yeah, I guess so. But like, I'm pretty sure Vin Diesel's like, yo, man, this is gonna be the biggest thing ever.
I feel like that's what Vin
Does it-
Diesel thinks about all of his movies.
Have you seen
That's
his
true.
forehead?
He's got a pretty huge head.
Yeah, and that's why
he made
like
like a handful of good Fast and the Furious movies. And he's like, man, I am so good at this acting thing. I should keep doing this. And then he
I think,
kept
like-
doing it, and it was just like, God, why?
Also,
1/3
don't
of
forget
those
about the pacifier.
Yeah, but that's not a
That
Fast and the
that-
Furious movie. Though.
I know, but it was a funny kids movie.
Yeah,
Was
but
it-
it's a kids movie.
We're talking about action, man.
We
I
don't
know.
do kids movies no more.
You don't do
That's not
I
him.
feel like
I actually don't even think it was a full-on kids movie.
Yeah, I probably
No.
punched some guy in the face or just beat somebody up
No,
for
he
like
did.
no reason.
know
Oh,
what's a
yeah.
good kids movie? Sausage Party.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Lenny, stop.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
so. Like Tone said, like he mentioned, Frozen 2 is released on Disney Plus early. Birds of Prey will also be released early for digital.
Ooh.
Oh, where's it going to be?
I'm not sure.
HBO?
It says digital, so it's a digital copy that you could buy.
Oh, okay.
So, but I don't know where.
Amazon. I don't know.
Probably.
Probably not.
It says it.
Or me.
It said it's either next Tuesday or today that it's available. And it's big for 2 reasons. When was it released? Like the 7th of last month.
Yes.
It's been like It's been like
A little over a month.
Yeah. So it's big for that reason that like it came that quick. And also based on what I was looking at the box office, like how we looked at last time, it's kind of barely making enough that it's like a sort of a profit. And with a digital release, it'll boost the numbers up even higher. So, if nobody has seen it yet and they're listening to this, I think we all would recommend seeing Birds
Go
of Prey.
watch it, Patty.
Yeah.
It's next Tuesday, by the way. I just went onto their Twitter
There you go.
page.
Patty, you got to watch it. Because weren't you excited for it?
Well, it's just Margot Robbie, and that's all
Yeah.
I care about.
That's
Hey man,
fair.
what's her face? Black Canary is really good.
Yeah, but like, is she Margot Robbie? Because if not, then I don't care.
You're right.
He's spitting facts. That's all I can say.
Okay, yeah, they say it's on. They also on Twitter literally just say just buy it digitally. Where we don't know, not even us. Who knows? I don't know. We've got a link here. Let's click this. Oh, they have their own site. They made their own. Okay,
I'm pretty sure
what does it
that
say?
they made that for the marketing.
Oh, is this? Oh, okay. So Apple TV, Movies Anywhere, Movies and TV, Vudu, Google Play,
Voodoo?
Prime
Voodoo.
Video. That's
Oh.
probably where everybody's gonna get it. And
Yeah.
then there's
Google
a few
Video
other
will.
ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, Apple TV, Google Play, and Amazon Prime Video are like the three biggest places. Very interesting.
So like we said, if you haven't seen it, we recommend it.
Aye,
Um,
Captain.
I can't hear
Um,
you.
We also have some Spider-Man / Disney news.
Oh, yeah.
So Tom Holland will be reprising his role for the Avengers campus at Disneyland. I think that's just a voice thing that he's doing. I'm not sure about the details, but it's been rumored that with that partnership still like
Alive.
being the fact that this is possible, that he's being able to do this role again at Disneyland. It's been said that the partnership is still alive and still going, and it seems very likely that Sony and Disney have made a secret deal to keep Spider-Man in for much longer.
It was all a ploy from the beginning.
Exactly, right? And so we got the Spider-Man 3 starting filming in July with Zendaya confirmed to return. And
Yes, girlfriend, yes.
so let's
God,
hope let's hope that if you know the he keeps going with the role, that you know Zendaya also stays and everything.
Honestly, I don't even
also-
care if Tom Holland stays. As long as she's there, that's all that matters.
I care Tom Holland.
But like, I care more about Zendaya.
Who cares about Tom Holland? Who cares about him?
He's a child.
Wow.
He's literally
Well,
12.
Even though he's 23 in real
12?
life.
12? I heard 12. I heard
Let him
12.
shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry. 13. I'm sorry, a year passed.
I'm sorry, 13.
Dogs.
so-
Oh my god. I have huskies and they play you rough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay.
So, speaking about Spider-Man 3, there is a major rumor on a appearance or a guest appearance in Spider-Man 3.
Who is it, Dan?
So, you guys know who Kevin Smith is?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so he-
Kevin Smith up.
He's
Send a pic.
okay.
Son of a-
I mean, I was gonna tell Patty because he was looking it up.
Okay, Patty, you send it.
I'll send a picture. This guy's hideous. Jesus.
Dude, he got skinny.
Okay.
He was in the 90s. He was chubby.
He made a few stoner movies back in the day.
I love his. Even though I've never watched.
Oh my
his
god, it's
stoner.
the thing again.
We should download it.
Yeah,
I got
hold
it.
on.
Sorry.
I'm opening it.
JPEG, please, for the love of God, save as a JPEG. Why does it on Google it downloads as a JPEG, and then when I go to upload it to Discord, it switches to a JFIF. What is a JFIF file? What is this? I've literally never heard of this format
tell
before.
me.
So yeah, Kevin Smith is a really, really like famous super nerd. And he has a podcast called Fat Man on Batman, and also one called Fat Man Beyond. And in that one, he talked about how he heard the news, like the major rumor. So this is what he said, and I'm gonna say it in the way that he would say, because he says like "man" a lot, as if he was a stoner.
He is
still.
a stoner.
No, I know. So I said still. I don't know if he still
Yeah.
does it or not. So he said, I heard another piece of good fucking news. Did you hear that Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie, gonna have a lawyer in it? Charlie Cox. They're bringing him back. They're bringing him back as Matt Murdock. There's been a rumor online that saying that he'll be back, and it seems that Marvel is like, damn, how did that get out? So yeah, Daredevil might appear in the Spider-Man 3 movie.
Okay, so Dan, besides
Yes.
the fact that you're jizzing your pants right now,
Man, it's actually creaming.
yeah, but when's the deal or the bullshit up with the contracts?
As it currently is right now, it would be after Tom Holland's appearance in a team up movie after his third installment.
I'm saying because it's 2 years after the fact, and it's been.
Oh, Daredevil?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look that up. 2018.
So it's the
November?
end of this year. Then?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
I mean, they can go back into reshoots and shit like that. It's possible.
But that's what you were saying. That's what we were saying before too.
Yeah. I hope that's true, man.
So Dan, I now want you to freak out on podcast. Go.
Okay. No, I'm okay. I've kind of did my own thing like a few
You
hours
can't
ago.
do that.
My
You
own
have to do it
thing.
on. You have to do it on recording. That's how this works. We need content.
That's true. Yes, I'm really excited. I'm super excited that he's actually returning because he is the best part of the Netflix Marvel shows. I don't care
Yes,
what
sir.
else you say. Like if I had to pick one person to come back, it'd be him. And I'm glad that if this is true, that he'll be back. You know?
He's 2 times better than Ben Affleck, Daredevil.
Man, he's
Ben
10 times better.
Wow, one upping me. That's mean.
Truth
I mean,
hurts,
he's
Jack.
true. No.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Yeah, facts don't care about your feelings.
I don't know where that came from. I love
Let's
it.
see.
You know who Ben Shapiro is?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about this.
This is Ben Shapiro's.
Of course.
Jack, I want to ask you, how is the Disney stocks doing?
Terrible.
Are you losing a lot of money?
Yeah, I lost $160,
Oh fuck!
but I put more money into
I was
it.
gonna say you should buy more now.
I bought 2 more stocks.
So I don't know if this will help your situation, but it looks like because of Disney's situation with their stocks being so low, there's an opening and a chance for Apple to buy them out.
No,
Disney?
Yes, I don't know how it would
What?
work because monopoly.
that doesn't make sense for Apple
would
to
that-
buy out Disney.
No, it would.
They could
Yeah, 'cause-
both buy their own country. Why do they need to do this?
Well, they can buy out this. They can buy the stock out from under them. So that's probably what's gonna happen.
Oh,
Whether or not Disney
Right.
says, "Yeah, let's go for
Because
this," deal,
Disney's a corporation, not a.
monopoly.
Well, no, it is a monopoly. But
They are a monopoly.
to
I'm
a
saying that-
monopoly.
Would they be more of one if Apple comes in?
Apple would be the monopoly.
Apple would keep buying
Apple
monopoly.
would just overnight monopolize the entire entertainment industry.
Yeah,
Like, because they would own the phones, they would own the.
Yeah.
They've
They
they
got
have
monopoly.
complete brainwash.
What
So
do you
we're
call
already
it, streaming
people who
service?
buy Apple are already brainwashed into buying an inferior product. I say this buying Apple,
Yes.
and then Disney just brainwashes you from a young age to love Disney. So you'd have both fronts. The two biggest brainwashing companies would come together to brainwash everybody, and they
Okay.
brainwash the government so they can keep on doing it.
You just gotta be a big brain.
The game was rigged from the start, you say?
So, Jack, would you invest in Apple?
I don't know since my money is already in Disney.
You can diversify your money.
Yeah.
I
The
know.
whole point of stocks.
I know.
I need to
Maybe.
get into stocks.
Stocks.
Stocks are
I should
fun.
right now because the
Stonks.
stock market is fucking terrible. So it's only going to go up.
Get in now rather than later.
Get in now, losers. But yeah, I hope you recover from that.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
once all this bullshit ends with the corona, and then they get their CEO situation settles, stonks. Their stonks are going
Thank
to
you.
go way up.
Thank you.
Stonks.
I'm gonna save this image.
Stonks.
I love
We need
stonks,
it.
man.
It's a good meme. I'm going to be honest.
I've been saying it around people, and they're like, "What are you talking about?"
What
fuck
you
is a
talking about,
stonk?
Wills?
But yeah, that's. I wouldn't even sure. I'm not even sure that's considered good news or not.
Stinks.
I
What?
found another one.
I like it. I like it so much. It's so
All right, I want to save that one too.
Stonks. Stonks. The stock market in a stink right now.
So, would you guys say it's a bad situation or a good situation? Or
It's horrendous.
For what?
Absolutely
No, not the stock
atrocious.
market.
stock market?
talk about Apple?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
atrocious.
It's
Well, it would be a
weird.
Megamind play by Apple.
Big brain.
Oh, yeah.
It would be a P-brain play by Disney. They've
Well,
worked
I'm not
so
Disney.
hard
It's
to
not- it's not-
monopolize entertainment, and they'd be like,
And
man,
It's not a
just
P-brain
gave
play.
it all
it's
away.
just- It's circumstance.
wait, you think the Cyborg Uprising will be done by Apple then?
Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll get a
Tom
movie
Cook.
adaptation, Disney Plus.
Oh
And then
no!
Apple will make the
We have to fight.
and then they'll
Robot
sell the
Darth
rights
Vader.
to Netflix for the anime adaptation.
Oh no!
No.
Oh man,
No!
nah, why did you not do that?
Dude, I can't wait for the
We
for
can't
the
even afford Studio
coronavirus.
Ghibli. We're
No, I can't wait for the
world.
coronavirus anime to get made, and then Netflix buys the rights.
I mean, Dust 2.
Just being.
Yeah, I was gonna say Parasite.
What?
You an asshole.
Dust 2, the best math ever made.
That doesn't make any sense.
Ever.
Why
Yo,
is-
I'm loving this new Sonic game. All right, let's get back into it. What else we got? We're rolling through the news real quick, but it's all good. So the HBO Last of Us series. So remember, Tones, when you were asking me like when will it be set?
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't
finally know.
really no, it
Oh,
doesn't
we don't
really
know.
clarify it, but it says that it will start filming after the second game's release.
So it might just be a continuation?
That or maybe like a prequel to the second game.
Everything?
Oh, they're gonna
No,
do
no.
the pre-sequel thing that everybody
Oh,
hates.
that thing that like never works.
That's always just a
No, but then
massive
think
failure.
about it. You can get a more adult actress, like you were talking about.
You know, you really can't though. You'd have to get like a younger one.
You have to get like some weird.
20-year-old, 24-year-old. They can play a 19-year-old.
No, you wouldn't get a 19-year-old. You get like a 16-year-old.
Yeah, because she. What did we? I know we already talked about this. But
It's-
she was like, what?
She's 19 in the game, 14 in the first one.
Yes.
Yeah. And you have to get like a 17-year-old, 16-year-old. That's just weird.
I was gonna say get Zendaya, but I don't know if that'll work.
That's just. Come on.
You can get her as the best friend.
Oh yeah,
Zendaya's already played a lesbian
yeah.
in Euphoria.
Damn, I gotta
haven't
watch
watched
that.
I need to too. Actually, it looks like a really good show.
All right, where is that on?
Zendaya's a lesbian, dude.
It's on.
Come on.
Well, like she probably actually is,
Showtime.
though.
It's like Showtime or
be
something
honest.
like that.
She radiates that big dick energy.
Is it on Showtime?
It's on HBO. All right, I'm gonna use
HBO?
Brandon's HBO lock.
It's time.
And also the series will also have the original composer, the one who did one and who's doing two, which is super good news because that guy just makes great music. Like if you listen to it, it just sounds like
Fire.
a Western zombie apocalypse. Like that's like the whole vibe of it, and so nice.
It's kind of the vibe of the game, honestly.
But yeah, but like it did like it.
No, I
just,
know. I know what you're saying. The game
I
is
love-
really good.
I love. It sounds. Think about it. If like is like Mandalorian, but more Western.
Mandalorian, but not in space.
Yeah. We also got the last piece of news. You guys, you could take it as good news, bad news, whatever you want. But Sonic the movie is now the highest grossing video game movie in the
No,
US.
I'm so sad.
So
It-
tragic.
It
That is
beat out
really bad.
Pikachu.
God,
by
Pikachu was
1
actually
million.
a better movie.
Have you seen
It
Sonic
was
though?
a good movie.
I was going to. I had it queued up on a tab, and I haven't watched it yet.
I'd say give it a watch, man.
Oh no, I'm going to. I just didn't. I was going to, and then I just didn't for some reason. I forget what happened. I think I got on Discord.
Oh,
And I saw
okay.
someone who was on.
I
so
gotta
was like,
watch
Probably
Pikachu
being
now.
me.
Pikachu's good. I enjoyed it.
I gotta watch Pikachu now. But it only beat it by 1 million.
Only a
That's
million.
so sad.
Yes. So
That's 2 million.
Detective Pikachu's 144 million, while Sonic is 145.
I'm upset.
So, like I said, you can take it the way of whichever way you want, because like I see it as a win for both, because it's elevating both
I
in,
think
in terms of standard
I
of.
think it's just showing
um,
that like you can only do a video game movie when it's not taken totally seriously, and that it's done with a
Yeah.
very iconic IP. You cannot do like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. 'Cause I don't think those are as iconic enough.
Okay, so
You have to do children stuff.
Are you suggesting that like Mario's next, or
No.
Mario should be
Try
next?
again? I think honestly, if we had like no, think about somebody was talking about this. I forget who I was listening to was talking about it. But imagine if they had like a whole like Avengers-esque Smash.
Oh yeah.
Like that would be so fucking funny and good.
Oh
I
god!
saw a
Wait,
tweet about it.
wait, no, take it back.
Why?
Say psych right now.
He's
No,
sick
but why?
right now.
No,
Say
think
psych
about no.
right now.
No, it does not have to be serious.
You know they'd screw it up. You just know 100%.
Yeah, they would,
that
but
whoever
like-
they
But
gave it
that'd be
to
funny.
would make it. It would be terrible. It would be so bad. It would just be garbage.
What if they gave
Literal
it to
garbage.
Reggie?
Yeah, what if Reggie made it?
What if he
I would love
produced
to
it?
see
You want to tell me that Reggie can make that?
If Reggie
Yes.
is okay, let's see what Reggie does with GameStop. If he makes GameStop good, then he can do anything.
Yeah, if he brings GameStop back, then come talk to me.
Who did the game you bought? Death Stranding.
Kojima.
Kojima?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
give
god!
it to him.
Imagine if Kojima did it. It'd be the darkest.
Wow,
Give it to him.
that would be
I
like
mean-
7 hours long.
Give it to him. Let's see if he makes something like lighthearted for a change.
Ooh, yeah,
Oh
I
no,
don't
he's
think
not.
that's
He's
Kojima.
gonna make it dark as shit, and that's
He's
actually
gonna
really
make it
gonna make
dark
it better.
and
Nah, Blackwood's gonna die twice in it. It's gonna be funny.
He's gonna kill off Waluigi.
Before the that's the lore.
Just the end scene is just everybody surrounding Waluigi as he's dying.
The end scene is Galeem, but like it doesn't actually fucking they don't actually win. They just lose.
Would you put the
Okay,
hand?
Kojima would do that.
Just
Just
the
make
bad
the
ending,
heroes
but that's a
lose.
true ending.
Wait, we're saying this like Sakurai isn't fucking depressed enough to make a sad movie.
Yeah, but I'd rather have
That's
Kojima
for how
do it.
long? No, have them both do it. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Keep
and
up.
have Reggie produce.
Yeah, dude, we just made the
Oh.
ultimate fucking Smash movie right here.
Yes, Smash Ultimate movie.
Exactly.
That's what they should call it. Smash Ultimate, the movie.
Like we're talking like fucking the end cutscene of fucking the story mode in Ultimate isn't just they lose or like they all die. Like the world just ends. I don't think you understand that. No matter what ending you get, the world ends because the whole point is that nobody's ever satisfied.
What's the big hand thing?
Master Hand.
Yeah,
Crazy
Master
what,
Hand?
what does he
Crazy
do?
You get to play as it in the story mode.
Commits murder.
It's
You
fucking
just gotta
dope.
smash it around.
I
That's a
honestly
really good
forgot.
thing.
No, but like it's so much fun though.
It is.
You get to do it for like 2 seconds, but
Okay, now that I'm interested in this like Mario thing, like maybe starting it off, the video game cinematic universe.
oh yeah.
Would it
Somebody-
be
I
an
forget who was
animated
talking
movie?
About it. I mean, no, because we already got the whole.
Sonic
Live
being in
action.
live action. So who
Yeah,
would you
if we could
cast?
use- as Mario?
Yeah,
I don't know. I would want
John Leguizamo. That's the guy
Al
who played
Pacino.
Luigi.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
I need to find it. No, I know.
Mario's
who.
just a mob boss.
No, you need Kevin James as Mario.
No. No.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Come
no.
on.
Oh god,
You know it.
why am I forgetting his name? Why am I forgetting his
Paul
name?
Jack
Blart.
Black.
No.
Am I allowed to say Danny DeVito?
I was gonna say Danny DeVito.
Yeah, you can't.
No. Danny DeVito should be Wario, not Mario.
Okay, you're right.
Mario.
You're right.
Kevin James and Danny DeVito.
Then who's Luigi?
I think
Uh,
Waluigi should be Vince Vaughn.
Well, Waluigi's dying for a second, so it doesn't matter who Waluigi is.
Oh, you know who it should be? It should be Jeff Goldblum. That would be
You
a
know
great
Oh,
Waluigi.
you-
He would do a phenomenal death scene.
Hold on. Have you guys seen the art for live action Mario played by Henry Cavill? That's Tone's typing, isn't it?
Oh no, I'm looking up Smash movies.
Oh.
See what people said.
Look, I'm sending to you right now. It's the best thing I've seen.
Cause think about this: if we have the Sonic movie connect with Detective Pikachu, I'd be okay with the Sonic movie. I'm gonna
Look at-
say
look
it
at
right now.
Look at that. Look at that.
Does he need a plunger?
Yes, he
Why
does.
does he have a plunger? He never uses a plunger.
He's not. He never
He's not
did
a
any
plumber
plumbing.
anymore.
He never did any
That's been
plumbing.
retconned.
Wait, that's your problem with it?
Yes.
It's been retconned. No, he did do plumbing, but it's over. It's been retconned.
He's done. He doesn't need a plunger anymore. He beat off a giant turtle. That's his job now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly. I actually have no idea what you guys just said. Just but I do like that idea though. I don't
All
know.
I'm saying is that would be the most ambitious fucking crossover. I don't care what anybody says about Endgame. Not as ambitious as Smash.
Hold on. Would it be Sonic's like? Would it be Sonic's portal ring things that bring them together?
Yes.
Okay.
Either that or like Kirby just comes out of nowhere.
Because there's even a reference to a mushroom world that
Yeah. So like they're
Sonic can
obviously-
travel to.
They're obviously hinting at, oh yeah, like video games, ha ha ha, funny. But like you can actually connect them, and it wouldn't be great movies, but they'd be entertaining, and that's all that matters.
Do you know who made Pikachu? Like what studio?
Game Freak.
You mean
Oh, Detective
Detective
Pikachu.
Pikachu?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no clue.
Because that also is a big thing. For
I think there were. I don't know. I just saw a thing. I forget. I'd probably like Kotaku or something, but they were saying, oh, they were interested in making it a Smash movie. But I don't know how much I would believe that.
I love how it just doesn't tell me the studio here.
I know this.
Oh my god, I did that too.
They just do the thing, the studio. It's like, no, who is the studio?
Who the hell?
Official site.
The Pokemon Company, Toho,
Did they actually?
Legendary Picture. Those are the three production
Legendary- it's
companies.
Legendary.
I guess the Pokemon Company actually did.
No,
Those
it's
are the
legendary.
three credited on it. Is Legendary Pictures, the Pokemon Company, and Toho. Those are the three credited production companies. So I assume one of those.
It's legendary. It's
Probably
legendary made I think they made the horror games. I think.
I mean, it's
They-
also Warner Brothers, but
They do
Oh, that's what it is. Yep, there you go. Warner Brothers. That's exactly what it is. So, which actually kind of creates a slight problem with that idea, because Warner Brothers and this Paramount for Sonic. So,
you're
Oh,
right. But
yeah.
we can fix that.
Yeah, just delete Paramount, or you could just
No.
delete. You could just delete the Sonic movie. Honestly, I think either of
I
those.
was gonna say have
It's-
Apple buy one of them.
or just delete the Sonic movie. Honestly, just do that.
Just delete it.
It's
Disney
actually
already
really
bought
good.
Fox, so
Wipe our hands clean.
Is it
Everything's
cool
good
if I
now.
get off
Like
topic
it never,
real quick?
like we didn't spend $10 million.
What'd you say,
Tens of
Jeff?
millions.
Is it cool if I get off topic real quick?
With
No.
It's for whatchamacallit, for On My Block. It's a really good season this season.
you saw it already?
Yeah.
God damn.
It's only 8 episodes.
Oh,
That's why it didn't take me very long.
okay. I might actually have to see it. Maybe not, because my dad got a TV, and now he's just watching Netflix. Like, he was cleaning out a house, and then they're just gonna throw the TV out, and it's a really nice TV. It's like a smart TV, and my dad's like,
What
no, let me take it. It's okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Right?
The only thing that I can find was maybe the power cable was just kind of loose, but like, come on.
I don't even think it's that. It's rich people problems. When they don't want something, they just throw it out.
It's as wide as our dining table.
I think it might be as big as my TV in my room,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
because that TV that's in my room is smart.
like
It
the
has a-
buttons. The buttons are like on the TV are not buttons. They're just like you kind of hover over them and just press.
I don't even need that. With my TV, you can use your phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what he's doing. So we
Sorry
got
for getting off topic.
No, it's okay. We completely forgot that show came out. All right. That's all for the news that we have for this week. So
Really? I feel like that was
yes,
short.
well, it's because I moved through it. There's a bunch of delays that I kind of just
Oh, it's just
piled on
delays.
together. Yeah,
Everything's
tried to throw in
delayed,
some good
everything's
news.
Canceled.
Let's do what's
Did you know
good.
that Trump canceled America?
Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
America 2 has been postponed until 2021. Kind
Oh
of
man.
unfortunate, but things happen.
Yeah. Do you want to let me transition to you, Tones and Patty?
Mostly Patty. I'm just gonna talk about Smash.
Oh,
I'm saying you because you use a regular
I
person.
wasn't gonna talk about Smash. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I know.
I had no plans, unfortunately for them.
Okay.
Okay, so
today
yeah, what are we talking about, Tones?
we are talking about competitive gaming, aka esports, And now I'm gonna let Patty talk because he knows more generally.
Oh yeah. First off,
Oh,
here's
yeah.
how to spell it because I really want you to get this right, Dan, because it would have make me like cry if you got it wrong. It's spelled capital E Sports. One word. There's no hyphens. There's no spaces. Only the E is capitalized.
Let me see if I
That's
put a.
it.
Let me see if I put a hyphen.
Oh
Don't.
god.
That's
Oh, jeez.
illegal. That's
Oh,
illegal there.
jeez.
No.
That's a crime.
Nope.
It's an actual
But
crime.
I didn't put a hyphen, but I didn't capitalize the E or the S.
You don't
You know what? We take those. We take those. Those are small victories. Small victories. All right. Oh god. All right. I gotta find because id Software is like they were like the first guys to actually. They basically invented esports, like in early '90s. 'Cause these are the guys who made Wolfenstein. I think in '92, and then they made. I think Doom came out the year later in '93, and I don't think they made Quake until '96. And it was with Quake that they like actually started making like they did mostly online tournaments. I don't think LANs were really a big thing, but they also did those. Because I'm pretty sure they were like a subsidiary of Microsoft at the time. And then out of that, like the first real like esports star was a guy named Thresh. I think he was big in like '97 to like for a few years. And this guy, Thresh.
Okay.
He played. I think he was a Quake player. I mean, he was like literally the greatest Quake player of all time. He had a 1,500 game winning streak. Like literally, nobody beat this guy. It was actually insane. He's like, you know how like when you play a computer game, you use WASD.
Yeah.
He invented that. He literally
Whoa.
invented the use of WASD because they used to play it with no mouse and they used to only play computer games with their keyboard. And he was the one who discovered that if you had mouse in the right hand, left hand on WASD, you could like actually flick around and you could have better movement. And so
you could actually play.
Yes, you could actually play. And I forget, I think it was Quake 2, where there was another FPS title that id made, which also id basically invented they invented first-person shooters and 3D games. So those guys are like also actual legends. But like nobody knows about them. Like nobody knows who John Carmack is. Like nobody knows who any of these people are. And it's so sad because they literally like invented like the groundwork for this. And but whatever game it was, it was like WHD was like just an optional like control programming that you could have. And now it's like literally the default for it.
But did they choose those specific letters?
Yeah, no, that's what Thresh's real name is Dennis Fong. That's literally what he did. He just decided to do that one day and he found that just to be the most comfortable.
Because you're close enough to like shift and control and
Yeah, well, I have no idea like why, but he said in an interview that it was just the most comfortable way to play the game. Because like keyboard keys have like fixed rate of turns. They can only go so fast. Whereas like a mouse can go as fast as you can move it or as fast as its like sensor is.
Mm.
So that's
So my man's
basically
innovating.
so wait,
Yeah.
FPSs used to be played with like direct like the key.
Yeah, they
the
turned with the
keys
keyboard. Yeah, they turned with the keyboard.
Oh, dude.
That's how it was played. Mouse like computer mice literally weren't used, which is pretty crazy. And then I forget.
I like how we can't even think about that anymore.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And it's crazy like how so many top games too are literally just built off the foundation of like these super old school games. I forget, I think it was I want to say Half-Life 2 was built on the Quake, or not Half-Life 2, the original Half-Life was built on the Quake engine by
that sounds
Valve.
really familiar.
And then the original CS was built as a mod for Half-Life. And then
What?
Yeah, so it starts with Quake, and then the Quake engine is used to build the original Half-Life by Valve. And then somebody, I forget his name, let me look it up, but somebody who played a lot of Half-Life made a mod for Half-Life and turned it into CS, Counter-Strike.
So what are you saying? So because the engine that Half-Life uses is Source. So is it the Source engine was based off of the?
It might not have
engine?
been. I forget, but one of
That
those.
sounds really familiar, but I'm just looking into it a little bit.
I think it
Um,
was.
Source engine roots. Oh wait.
Yeah. Valve settled on the concept of a horror first-person shooter game using the Quake engine licensed
Oh no,
from
you're
id
right. I'm
Software.
sorry. For some reason.
Yeah, so Half-Life was made using the Quake engine, and then CS, the original Counter-Strike, was made by a mod. I just found his name. Where is it?
Okay, yeah. So the engine that was used was the Gold Source, or SRC, which is heavily based off
Because
of Quake's engine.
yeah, CS Source is different because there's
No,
there's
yeah,
Counter
I know.
Strike 1. There's Counter Strike, CS 1.6, CS Source, and CS Go.
Yeah, because
It
Source
gets
engine
really
is
confusing.
yeah.
Source is Valve's own product, and I think another like parallel to this is like League of Legends, because League of Legends was so it starts with Warcraft, which was made by Blizzard. I want to say, pretty confident it was Blizzard, and then somebody made or the
Warcraft
guy
is
actually.
Blizzard, yeah.
And then it was made by this guy named Ice Frog, who's like actually just a legend because he was like the solo. Like Riot has like an entire design team for like balancing their game. Ice Frog was literally the only person who did like the balancing for the entirety of Dota. Like he was the only guy who worked on it. He's the
Wait,
guy who
Dota,
was like,
Dota, the game that takes 1,000 hours just to start to understand.
well, I mean, yeah, it's hard to. It's got a learning curve, but it's like one of the biggest games out there, and there was
Well, I
literally
know, but,
one
like-
guy making all the decisions for it. Which is
No, I'm
just
just like it
insane.
always feels like it's Dota such like a complex game, and it's one guy that was balancing it.
Yeah, it's
Like-
it's insane to think about. But for a long time, it was just one dude, and Dota literally he made it also as a mod for Warcraft. I think it was Warcraft 3 he made it for. But it was just like it's funny just how like all like the top games now were just like add-ons
mods,
or
yeah.
random mods that some dude made for some other game that he liked playing.
Well, CS started as a mod, right?
The CS was a mod for Half-Life,
Yeah. Okay.
and then they just blow up. All right, so that's like
What's the general?
yeah. I don't know where to go because nothing really happened from like the 90s to the only thing of note that happened in like the early 2000s was Starcraft, which Starcraft is like people like almost most people consider it like the mecca of all esports is like early 2000s Starcraft in South Korea. I think it was 2004. There was a Korean or a South Korean Starcraft league that the grand finals were broadcast. I'm pretty sure there was more people watched this StarCraft finals than the Super Bowl that year. That's just how
Damn.
big like these like they had televised leagues. They had like professional teams that were backed by like the telecom giants
Like
of
even
South
in the
Korea.
States, it was being broadcasted, or
No. Like StarCraft was literally in early 2000s. It was like South Korea only. It was
okay.
like because like the internet wasn't as big as it was in the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Because esports were like
Like,
What
where
do
were
you
they
mean, where are they
broadcast?
on TV, live TV.
Okay.
Like because esports in early 2000s is like super regionalized
But it was only
Mhm.
broadcasted in
in Korea.
Yeah.
Got
There
it.
were some like online like super jank sites like Xfire was
obviously.
one. Justin TV might have been around. Justin TV is what became Twitch, which, by the way.
Whoa.
really?
Before Twitch, yeah, Justin TV became Twitch.
Oh.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, and so those things might have been around. They weren't really that big, but there were a few English streams, maybe. But like South Korea had StarCraft, China had nothing because communism. That's basically it. They really didn't have a lot of rights to do that stuff. Video games didn't exist in China for a while. That's besides the point. Europe had Counter-Strike. That was pretty much it. There were some other FPS titles that existed, but Counter-Strike was king. And then North America, for a while, really only had like fighting games. And those were even more regionalized within North America because nobody was traveling for tournaments. It was just like the local arcades, like the huge ones. when those still existed.
So are esports like basic? They're competitive game.
It's literally anything, any game can realistically become an esports, an
Mhm.
esport as long as it's multiplayer and could be considered competitive.
Yeah,
I forget what it is. One of the farming simulator games has an esports scene.
Oh yeah,
I'm not kidding. It's hilarious. Yes, they stack hay bales. That's the entire basis of the farming simulator competitive scene. They stack hay bales. So
it's a
pretty
matter
much
of
anything can be.
popularizing it though.
Yeah.
And that's why only like what 3 esports are actually
No,
Three or four.
there's quite a lot. There's a few. I mean, it really depends
are,
on
like,
developer
widely-
size.
I know there's League, there's Siege,
Worldwide ones, there's like next to none. I'd say there's
there's League.
2. No, League and Overwatch. Overwatch is because Overwatch has. It's not as big, but it
But
hits all the regions because there's the 4 main regions in like esports. It's Korea, China, Europe, and North America, and only 2 of those 2 of the big ones hit all of those markets, which is Overwatch and League, and that's it. Because Dota is literally not played. It's not played in Korea, which is really weird. But they don't play it there. And then there's Siege, which is also not played at all by like just the Asians in general. They just don't play FPS titles.
I mean, yeah. I was gonna say Siege does have like teams, but they're scattered.
Yeah, they're not. They're more
They
Southeastern
need to unionize.
Asian.
Yeah, they have one JP team, an Australian team.
They have an entire region, but their region's like really small. It's like 4 countries split, like an entire region of like half of the world is just one region.
Yeah, half the region's APAC, and there's like I think a total of like 6 teams there in total, maybe less.
Yeah. So
APAC is not that
there.
good in Siege. They have good teams though.
They have a few. But yeah, no, technically only 2 of them are like global esport. But some of them are like, you don't really need to like hit, some games like basically need to hit all 4 of the regions to be like viable.
For
Because
most,
honestly,
it's just, like, China and America. for a
Yeah.
lot of them.
because North America does not have a player base like at all. There are not a lot of people who play video games here, but a lot of people watch instead of play.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the opposite in
makes
China,
sense.
where everybody plays and not that many people watch. Still, like a ton of people watch, but it's not.
Yeah, there's a huge
That's much.
population, so
But it's like you don't need to. I think like the biggest game that's showing that you don't need to hit every region right now is Counter-Strike, because Counter-Strike for the first time in 20 years peaked over 1 million players concurrently on Steam, which
Was
is
that
kind of
yesterday?
insane. It was a few days ago.
yeah.
It was pretty recently, and they like just did it. It's probably because everybody's waiting for the release of Valorant, which is Riot's new FPS title. Everybody's like, "Wow, it looks so much like CS:GO. It's so crazy." But if you look into it, one of the lead map designers for Valve who worked
thought you
on
said weed.
CS:GO. No, one of the lead map designers for CS:GO got hired by Riot like a while ago, and everybody was like, I wonder what he's doing over there.
That's weird.
That's crazy.
What they
Wow,
doing
wait,
over
Valorant
there?
came out? Wait, this
so
game looks like...
is Riot literally just making like a CS:GO game then?
Oh, yeah, so the joke with Riot, because their name is Riot Games, but for they've been around since 2009, and up until this year, still, they've only ever made one real game, which is League, but they did at their 10-year anniversary stream. They just literally put the entire gaming industry on notice because they released. So they have a card game out now called Legends of Runeterra. Yes, it's basically
Is it
it's like
just a League
League's
card game?
Hearthstone. It's a League
Okay.
Hearthstone, and it's
Okay.
better than Hearthstone. They've
Is it?
got they have their auto chess battler called Teamfight Tactics. That's been out for a
TFT.
while now. They've got
But that was like a mod of a different game that was made popular again.
Yeah, because it was originally from Dota. It was Dota. It was literally just called Auto Chess.
Yeah, it was
I think
auto chess.
and that was just a mod
I
for
literally only
Dota
know
that
about
somebody
them
made.
because Donkey made a video.
Yeah, and they're good. They're fun. I kind of play them from time to
I
time.
think when
I
it
don't play
first
it a
came
lot.
out, it was like it took literally half an hour to just get into a game, and even then, it didn't even run that well. But it's gotten
Yeah,
better
that's a lot.
lately.
It's an okay game if you're into that stuff.
Yeah.
But they've had that. They teased a MMORPG where you can play as league champions.
Okay.
They teased.
I forgot about that, and I'm kind of okay with that.
Oh, you're gonna like this more. They teased a fighting game.
I
with
heard
league
about
champions.
that. Yeah,
and then
is it a fighting game or is it a platform fighter?
It's actually a fighting game. It's an actual fighting game.
Because I'm not good at those.
It's an actual. It's like
those take skill.
It's like
Smash players don't have skill.
It looks like Street Fighter almost.
Oh god.
I'll probably buy it.
It's a Street Fighter style looking game from what I've seen. And then they teased what we now know is Valorant was the other thing that they teased, and they did that all in like a few hours.
Yeah, that was like
every single one of them came out. It was in October.
Was that like right before the Game Awards or something that all this came up?
Well, it was but it was on their 10-year anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Which was in October last year.
Okay, so it was like around Game Awards is December. I think I like heard everything around the Game Awards. I think that's why.
Yeah, but that's all of those look pretty interesting. Valorant's probably gonna have, because Riot actually like throws a ton of money at esports, so it'll actually probably have like a really nice fleshed out league.
That's the other thing that we need to talk about. The fact that an esport needs like backing from the developers of its game to actually survive.
I would hard disagree. Disagree.
But it helps a lot. We can say
I could go with that. I could buy into that, but
because that's the biggest thing I think that's holding Smash back. Because Nintendo just doesn't want it. They never have, and they're like slightly okay with the idea now. But that was like a big thing that was holding Smash back as a esport.
I mean, I don't think it's that big of a thing. I think people just see Smash people just in general, and they're just turned off. Like Smash just has a terrible community.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's a huge problem. Like, there's just so many just genuinely terrible people. Like, it's a weekly occurrence where I just see something come out of the Smash community. And I'm like, you're literally the reason I don't watch your game. Like, just single-handedly, you are making me not want to watch your game. I saw that thing from Hungry Blocks that he was like, Nintendo needs to give us money. They need to give us attention. It's like, no, you are filled with terrible people. I do not care about half your people. So if CSGO can do it, because CSGO gets legitimately no love from Valve. Absolutely nothing. And they have been crushing it for like the past 4 or 5 years. They have been doing just fine without Valve's help at all. You guys do not need Nintendo.
No, we don't, but like,
it would help you out, but but
here's the thing: like, Smash is in a rut. That's the thing, and we're not just one game. We're games that are coming out that are only one's being patched now, but like, we are 5 separate games. And
people hold on to the old games because they don't like the new ones.
That, and also they're different. Lenny, you agree?
Yeah.
They're different.
They're different. Same, but different, you know?
Yeah. Like, the fact that some characters just aren't in the other ones is a big thing, but also just, like, the core mechanics of the games are the same, but there's slight nuances that, like, just completely change everything. Like, the fact that Melee is a glitchy game makes it the way it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, wave dashing is not an actual thing that the creators meant to have in. Wave dashing is a glitch that they found that they exploit.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
So
it's how Smash is.
Can esports be like used to? It has to have some kind of like already attention on the game, right? It's not can't be used to promote a certain game, right?
Yeah, no, it could. It definitely could. I mean, that's what the Overwatch League is.
Yeah, some games are like made and like with esports in mind.
Overwatch was 100% made with esports in mind. They were thinking of, because literally a year after release,
the league started.
Yeah, well, not a year out. It was announced a year after. It didn't start until 2018. The game came out like May 2016, and the Overwatch League started in, I want to say, January or February. Actually, no, it started in December because they had a preseason in December of 2017. I have a
question about Overwatch, because like, with everything that happened with Blizzard, has the league died down at all?
Not to do with Blizzard you mean all like the controversies they had?
Controversies, Overwatch 2 as well.
Overwatch 2 didn't hurt at all, because just a fun fact about like diehard Blizzard fans, they're brainwashed. They're brainwashed. They're severely brainwashed. They're like
Nintendo fans.
They're addicted and they can't like stop it. because they saw like, so it was really, if you knew what was actually being said, if you listened with your brain on, you would realize that Overwatch 2 was a $60 scam.
Oh yeah.
Because it was the same exact PvP mechanics. Absolutely no change to the PvP mechanics.
So the worst part about it is that
And
like, hey, if you just kept Overwatch, you would get the new characters for like online, but you wouldn't get the story mode, which is the only reason why I wanted Overwatch 2.
But they've changed that now. They've backed down from almost all of that. So now Overwatch 2 is basically just going to be story. There's almost no online at all. I think it's like the only online is co-op now in the story, which is if you want to sell me a story mode Overwatch game at $60, if you do a good enough job on it, I would seriously consider throwing $60 at that.
Yeah, but I'd rather just spend like $20 and just get an expansion of Overwatch because Overwatch isn't dead.
No, it's actually yes, but no.
Well, yeah, but like you know what I mean. At the time, it wasn't completely.
It's really sick because like for the past so year one it was all matches were played on site at their LA studio, and then year two they started doing these things called homestand events, which is where certain teams were selected. I think there was 4 teams or 3 teams that were selected. I think it was Dallas, Atlanta, and there was a different studio in Los Angeles. I think there might have been a third one, or that might be it. But they were just these stadiums in these cities that were represented by Overwatch League teams were chosen to host their own events. And they were like knockout successes. Like they were selling out these stadiums. I forget what it was in Dallas, but it was like a 5,000 capacity stadium, completely sold out. Every single seat was filled with fans for the team, the Dallas Fuel, who, by the way, is like a bottom tier team. Like those guys are trash, and they sold out a stadium. And so these things like were a complete success, and they were like, okay, year 3, this year, we're doing only homestand events. And that went well for about 1 month. Because it started in February, and they had about a few homestands, and then all of March was supposed to be taking place. The homestands were supposed to be in China and Korea, because there are Chinese and Korean teams in the league. And obviously, because of the coronavirus, none of those happened. So the league was like just gone for like a month. And plus they had a streaming deal with Twitch for 2 years, for the first 2 years. That deal ended. And for some reason the Overwatch League decided not to re-sign with Twitch, and they signed with YouTube. And there has been a noticeable, like extremely noticeable drop in viewership, because in the first 2 years
sign with YouTube of all. Like
a lot of people do it. I mean, they might just be giving you more money, because a lot of like streamers are signing to YouTube. There are a lot of big streamers that have signed to YouTube. YouTube gaming is like, yeah, like they're trying to compete with Twitch, and I think eventually they might be able to do it.
But you go with it with one of the other streaming services.
There's no one. There's literally no one. There's Twitch.
They're not big enough at that.
There's YouTube. Mixer might get like 10 total streamers or 10 total viewers on the site. Maybe if Ninja's streaming, you might get 11. You know, sometimes it's I don't know. Mixer's like, that's a career ender. That's you literally don't they gave you enough money that you just don't care anymore. You know, like Shroud went, Ninja went. They don't care anymore.
DLive, I'm guessing.
They're financially stable. DLive is literally, if you live stream on DLive, you don't know how a computer works. Have somebody literally turn your computer on for you. I'm sorry, I can't. It's terrible. But no, they year 1 and 2, the Overwatch League would average like literally on Twitch, Overwatch League, or Overwatch as a category would go from like maybe 30,000 viewers to 170,000 viewers. I mean, League was easily pulling in 100,000 to 70,000 viewers on Twitch. And keep in mind, they only stream on one place. Like, they only ever streamed on Twitch. They didn't do dual streaming, which is what almost everyone else does. Nobody else has, like, signed exclusivity deals. So they were only on Twitch, and they were only pulling that many viewers. And then they went to YouTube, and I think now they might get, like, 60 to 70,000. And that's it. They get, like, none of what they used to. Like, the Call of Duty League has been doing way better than the Overwatch League. Actually, I don't want to say way better. They've been doing better.
Is 70,000 like enough to sustain the game, though?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
not
it isn't
close.
enough.
It's just not good. That's just bad. When that's your only source of streaming, because keep in mind, So Riot they stream on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. Each one of those streams can probably hit 100,000 viewers easy, depending on the teams playing, obviously. But like they can coexist with 100,000 viewers, which if we do simple math, that's 200,000 total viewers.
Wow.
Comparative to the 70,000 that they might be getting on the Overwatch League YouTube page. So it's not good. It's not great. Not looking good for them.
This ain't it.
Hmm?
This ain't it. This ain't it.
It ain't it. Yeah, that ain't it.
Ain't it, Chief?
They should have stuck with Twitch. It was a very bad idea to go to YouTube. Kind of unfortunate.
But that's what killed that specific thing.
Is that what killed the dinosaurs?
No, they didn't kill it. It's not dead. I don't think any. I mean, the only like top esport that's ever actually died is Starcraft, and that's just because the game just became irrelevant. People stopped caring about it. Nobody wanted to play RTSs anymore.
Which is sad.
I mean, yeah, but it was just nobody wants to play battle royales anymore. Everybody
not
got sick and
sad.
tired of them.
Well, besides, Jack.
But yeah, I mean, everybody tries to make their own battle royale, but it's like eventually battle royales, like Fortnite's eventually, I think, gonna fade out of existence.
Oh,
Call
yeah.
of Duty
Which, I mean,
just tried
Fortnite-
doing it twice.
Yeah, Fortnite esports is literally people like the World Cup was such a oh my god, it gave everybody like a false sense of like Fortnite esports being big. They're actually tiny.
So what do you get out of like in terms of reward?
Money.
Money? Just money?
Well, what do you mean? Who gets rewards out of what?
Like whoever wins.
Normally there's prize money. There's always orgs. Most of these guys are salaried, depending on like what you're in. You could be salaried.
You
like
get
the
a car.
Overwatch, like the Overwatch League. Actually, I have a really funny story about that in a second. But the Overwatch League actually has a rule that the teams had to sign on to that the minimum salary a player can be paid is, I think, 55,000. That's the bare minimum. Like a player cannot be paid below that.
5,000 a year?
Yes, 55,000 a year. It's the minimum salary a player can be paid. Almost nobody gets even close to that. So, but I mean, it's something that's there that exists. I know most league, I don't want to say leagues, but this is the only one I can think of. But most leagues are franchised, which just means like the orgs bought into the league and like they own a spot, so teams like can't get knocked out of a league. And so most of those teams are like they pay the players' salaries. There's also certain things like with League of Legends, with the World Championship, they have this thing called, it's basically a battle pass, but it doesn't work the way a traditional battle pass works, where you go up tiers. It's like when you play a game of League, after the game ends, depending on how well you did, like whether you won or lost, you would get like a certain amount of tokens. And then you can take these tokens and turn, them into a shop. But when you buy that pass, a part of the money from that pass that people spend on that pass is diverted back into the prize pool. Actually, I think the best example of this is of the compendium in Dota, which is this. I think it's technically like a pass or something that you buy, and as you play and do challenges and whatnot, you can like unlock things. And I'm pretty sure all of the money from the compendium goes into the Dota 2, the international prize pool, which is why the international prize pool is like almost always in the tens of millions nowadays. It's just like peaked insanely high. Actually, let me read it. Let me go look how the compendium works, because I have honestly no idea. Oh yeah, so they just call it the battle pass now, but it was, when it came out, it was the compendium.
So they're different names, but the same thing.
It's the same thing. It basically, it was a battle pass, but they didn't call it. They basically invented the battle pass before they even called it that. Which was,
There's so many accidental creations within the history of esports.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Brandon, you here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been here for like about 20 minutes, 30. 20. I'm guessing 20.
Okay.
Somewhere like that.
So it only says here they grant access to tournament and event features.
I just didn't want to interrupt Patty.
So yeah, I guess it was just like you would do challenges in game and you would work towards certain items. But the other thing that I think is that the more money, like they set goals that if like enough people, I think if enough people bought the compendium and they heard a certain number, like a goal of like money, they would give you like a certain, like a really, really nice like cosmetic
Percentage?
or booster or something in game, or some like limited edition thing that you could only get. And so it like really incentivized people to buy it, which I mean,
Okay.
it led to the 2019 international prize pool was $34 million. I mean, yeah, 2013 the prize pool was 2.8 million. That's 2013. I mean, like esports literally just didn't exist. That was like the baby years.
Hmm.
These
Baby
guys, like,
rage.
yeah, no, not baby rage. Not that. No,
Times are changing.
not that. But no, story about the car. So actually, I just watched a video on this, which is really funny. I think it was 1997. This is going back to id, by the way. There was a Quake tournament that they hosted, and John Carmack, one of the founders of id, you know, considering that id was literally just the 4 dudes who founded id, and they made like the all like insane amount of money off of like all their games. And so, you know, you do the reasonable thing that a young 20-something-year-old does with way too much money. You buy a lot of Ferraris. So he had like an insane amount of Ferraris. And there was this one tournament that instead of an actual just physical prize pool,
It's one of his
he
Ferraris.
put one of his Ferraris up as the prize. And then your boy Thresh won the car, but unfortunately for him, he didn't know how to drive a stick car, which I also learned, and he didn't have any insurance. So John Carmack just throws in a year's worth of insurance on the car. And I think in '96 it was like a $50,000 Ferrari, and it
And
was
he
the
taught him
high.
how to drive stick.
And he taught him how to drive. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea,
guessing-
but I
I
just
would
thought it
think
was
so.
really funny.
Or he paid someone to help him how to do that.
Who knows? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Also believable.
I don't want to see how.
Is that like the is that pretty much like the overview of everything then?
Yeah.
Well, there's more. Could keep going.
Oh.
Depends. Depends on what you want to know about. What do you want to know?
Yeah, this is pretty interesting to me.
Could talk
Yeah.
franchising. I don't know. Is there any games in particular you want to know more about? The only ones I can really talk about or that I know enough about is like Siege, League, CS:GO, kind of Dota 2, not a lot of
Yeah,
Call of Duty.
We can go to
I know
games
Call of Duty.
right now. We should do specific games right now. Then.
What do you want to do first? Where do you want to start?
We'll do one of yours, Patty. I don't know which one. Just pick
I
one
was
of
gonna
them.
say
What's your
Smash out of the way.
interest?
I really
Oh, okay.
when I care about it.
All right, let's do that
Smash.
then.
We'll get the irrelevant ones out of the way.
Yeah, honestly.
The honorable mentions.
Smash we literally-
Honorable mentions. Well, I'll call it a dishonorable mention. I just really don't like the fighting game community.
They're bad. I know.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Here's the
They
thing.
upset me all the time.
I think it's that way because when you're playing a fighting game, it's like a 1v1 thing. So half of it is smack talk. So it just comes like you have to be toxic to be good at a fighting game. I feel.
Well, no, because Starcraft is a one-on-one game,
Yeah, but
and it
you're
was
not,
literally
no.
huge.
Yeah, but like I feel okay when they were playing Starcraft, they weren't like right next to each other when they were playing, were they? They were like
No, they were. They were on stages most of the time.
yeah, but were they right next to each other though?
There were some stages that they had set up that they were literally staring each other across the stage.
Because no, but here's the thing: that's every Smash game. You're either sitting like shoulder to shoulder, or they're right across the table, and you can see them, and you can talk smack the whole time. Like that's Smash.
Wait, so all is just a smack talk?
I mean, I think that's a big part of it, honestly.
Is that what makes it bad?
No,
I mean, I think that's what,
that's
makes
not
it
what
toxic.
makes it. No, that's smack talk is not toxic. The amount of times that I've seen Smash players just be outright racist,
Yeah,
homophobic, transphobic, just
Don't
generally
forget
terrible
pedophilic.
people. Pedophile. I mean, they are literally just so many people in the Smash community are just terrible people.
Yeah, it's
And it's like, it's not to say that there aren't good people. They're like great. I mean, literally, the guy, the Poggers guy, is from the FGC. Like this guy. I don't know exactly what he does, but I just see him all the time on Twitter, just being like, support fighting games, support fighting. Like the man just literally poggers himself. Loves fighting games.
I think it's the mentality behind the games. I think there's like an elitist attitude with everything, and I don't know.
They think they're better than they really are.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying, and people don't like that.
That's Smash.
Fighting games used to be cool. Now they're not cool. Smash ruined fighting games. Changed my mind.
Well, there's that one clip of like Street Fighter 2 or something.
Oh, Evo Moment 37? Daigo and Justin Wong?
Yeah, where it's like the perfect parried, like the whole ultimate attack. Yeah.
Yeah, Daigo
that shit's
perfectly.
Cool.
Yeah, he like frame for frame. Hold on, let me find it because it's actually insane. He like frame for frame parries.
I would say that's probably one of the best esports moments of all time.
Oh yeah, no, that's great because you know what it wasn't? It wasn't Smash. It's crazy. It's almost like every fighting game that's not Smash is cool.
Hey, you want?
But Smash just brings it down so hard.
Smash isn't a fighting game. Even Smash people would say that Smash isn't a fighting game.
Yeah,
what is it then?
It's a platform fighter. not a fighting game. I will be the first to admit that.
So what's Patty watching?
Right. I'm gonna find Evo Moment 37. This is actually insane.
So I'll give a little bit of context when I remember. So it's a last game situation, and as you can see, he's down like to no health, and he's the person he's playing against is pretty much about to win. It looks like, and he uses like an ultimate move, and he perfect parries the whole ultimate, so he takes no damage, and then he comes back with his own combo and wins the whole Evo.
It's actually insane. It's got heart smurfs.
Are you gonna watch it now?
I mean, if you want to.
Well, I put it in if you want to watch it.
Got it.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, like honestly, I think like once Smash came around, I just was completely uninterested. Like I could watch Street Fighter, not Tekken. Tekken's weird.
Jeez,
Tekken players are freaks, dude. I don't know what's wrong with them.
So we're dead or alive.
They're weird. And there's all those weird anime games.
That's what the microphone sounded like in 2004.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, look at 2004.
Look
dude,
at this. This is the Evo final right here. So you know
these
that
were. I mean, Evo was like literally convention. Like these used to be just. It was just like a one hall. There was nothing else happening. It was literally just the crowd, the stage. That was it. There weren't even stages half the time. It was just a slightly raised table.
There weren't
with
stages.
a TV on it.
It's like a.
And everybody crowded around and watched, and that was it. That was Evo. That was the pinnacle of fighting games.
You know what that looks like? It looks like a crowded basement.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. No, but that's really cool how this evolved from that to, big stages and colorful backgrounds.
I mean, Evo now they don't sell out. They sell out.
They get traffic.
Champion, well, when they do it in, I don't know how many years they've done it now, but they do it at the Mandalay Bay Center, where they have like the Evo logo as the stage. Hold on, let me find it. Mandalay Bay, because this was actually one of the coolest stages I've seen in a while. It was really nice. This is a good picture. I'll put this in general. Because they've got like the Evo logo as the stage, and then they've got like the 4-screen jumbotron up top. Oh, is it gonna do it as that again? Oh, thank you, dude. I hate this.
What happens?
I don't know. I just download it from Google, and if it downloads as a JPEG and not a PNG,
you download it, or
breaks.
you can just copy the image.
Oh my god,
copy and paste.
That's what I do.
That's
what everybody
right click,
and it always
copy,
okay.
paste.
You know what? Whatever. There you go. Fine.
There you
Fine.
go.
There you go. Now it's super small too. Whatever. But you get what I mean. But like that's actually like a beautiful stage right there. That's beautiful. I can get behind that. I mean, if there's and it's even better. What is that? That's Street Fighter on screen. That's Street Fighter on screen. It's even better. It's not Smash.
So
What's the problem with Smash?
I just don't like them. I just hate Hungry Box. Can I say that? Can I just say I hate Hungry Box?
Oh yeah, everybody does.
Like so much. I just despise that man.
Puff is ruining Smash.
Yeah, like his character single-handedly kills the game, and he thinks he's like God's gift to Earth. I just don't like him.
Are esports generally liked?
Yeah.
Like not
Um,
not just by gamers. I mean like the general public.
No.
Like,
No.
is it viewed
Outside
as like
of
important?
gamers, sometimes okay. So it's I
Some
would
people
honestly say
enjoy it.
50-50. I would say 50-50.
Yeah.
Because there are certain people, like there are a lot of, especially in League, there are a lot of, like, they call it like endemic brands, like non-gaming brands that are in League. Like, for a while, I mean, they eventually sold, but the Houston Rockets owned a team. The Golden State Warriors currently own a team.
Gary
Madison-
V owns a Call of Duty team.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he invested in I don't know. It's not New York. I forgot who he invested in.
I know the Madison Square Garden Company is invested in one. But it's like there's a ton of like just outside brands that are like really interested in certain games, not all of them.
Yeah, like these teams have like sponsorships
Mostly like
too.
League and
The safe ones, the franchised leagues. If you're franchised, you've got probably outside sponsors,
Yeah.
there's a
which
chance
is
for you.
Overwatch, League, Call of Duty, and that's literally it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying because like do people pay? This was someone's gonna sound stupid, but do people pay money to get in or whatever to watch it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these
Like,
guys
a
sell
lot?
out stadium. Like okay,
Okay.
so like stadiums get sold out. I think biggest early stadium.
They are
was,
die-hard like gamer fans.
Like the Staples Center was sold out, and I want to say 2013 for the League of Legends World Championship. 2014 was in, I forget what it's called. It's an Olympic stadium in South Korea, and then just like they've sold out the Bird's Nest Arena. You know the Beijing Olympics. There was a Worlds Final held there. There are a bunch of arenas for CS:GO that are like really iconic, like the Spodek and the Lanxess are like literally like I think the Lanxess, which is IEM Cologne, is referred to as the Cathedral of Counter-Strike. It's literally the holy land for these people. It's
Well,
insane.
reason I say it's because you know how like not wrestling shit. What is the
You mean UFC?
yes? How like
pay-per-view?
pay-per-view? Yes,
No,
it's not to that level.
It's
no.
live
There would
streamed
be
on, like,
there would be literal outcry if these things were pay-per-view.
It with these things they're
I'm not
live
saying that
streamed on
specifically.
YouTube and like Twitch.
But
Really.
yeah, pay-per-view, yeah. I think it's different because when you're paying to just watch that one fight, it's not like a consistent league that's like it happens like it's scheduled. It is always going to happen on these days at these times.
It's
You know, I
more
feel
like
like it's
the World
different.
Cup comes around and like
Yeah.
baseball's being played, stuff like that.
Oh, okay, got it.
But I think the UFC is more like a parallel to it. Well, not parallel. It's more like an opposite to it, where it's like it's not like there's not always going to be a UFC match every Saturday afternoon at like 5 in the afternoon to like 10 in the afternoon. You know, that's what league is like. The North American League is every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You know exactly what times that they're going to start at. You know, UFC fight. It's like here's this UFC fight. It's happening. Who knows? You know, we're just gonna
Someday.
It's more sporadic, which I think makes more
Ticket
sense
pays for the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
Yeah.
I got you, Dan.
Thank you. I've actually been wanting to do that on any occasion.
I
I had to work for this.
Esports isn't. They're not pay per view yet, but I mean, people pay a
Could
lot of
be
money. to
doing
get
it would
into them.
never be pay per viewed.
I don't think most of them would succeed.
I
if
don't
they were
think
pay-per-view.
never is everything you should say in a situation like this, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's likely anytime soon.
It's extremely unlikely. I would say extremely unlikely.
Yeah.
It could. Yeah, you
But
never
stuff
know.
can
It could.
change.
You could, but
Probably shouldn't. Probably won't.
Oh, it should. But,
Should never. Should honestly never.
you know, people are dumb and things change.
Yeah, you know, Activision Blizzard's out there, so who knows?
You're correct.
But people do pay a lot of money to go to events.
Like I said, they're die-hard ass
It's
people.
not even about being diehard.
It's not even diehard. Like I've seriously considered it. Like sometimes like a finals will be near me. There's a finals that was happening at TD Garden for League a few years ago, and I was like, man, I'd go to
see
that.
it.
I would
How much
actually go
is
to that. God, I have no idea. I've never actually looked into pricing.
it's probably about the same price as going
Yeah, it's
to
probably
Yeah.
Especially if it's like
It's the
I think
same
TD
sort of
Garden.
entertainment when you really think about it, so.
I feel like it would be like the Rock Cats.
No,
Our
it'd be more
baseball
than that.
team. No, I think
We have a baseball team.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? I have no idea what you're talking about.
the
I-
Rock Cats.
The minor leagues.
Yeah.
Oh
Still have no idea.
no,
Yeah, I don't
it would be
either.
closer to like
Again,
I'll stay
baseball
with
is,
the
like,
TD. I'll
boring.
stay with the TD Garden example. So like I'm pretty sure that if I went to TD Garden for that league finals, I probably would have been paying the same price as if I went to a Boston Bruins game. Might have been a little bit cheaper, could have been more. I feel like most prices fluctuate with how it works with a traditional sports arena, where the price is different based on where your seat is. Not every seat
Yeah.
is the same exact price. Boxes are obviously the most expensive, but there's still stuff that happens. Like you can go to like the food places there; they're still open. They have other like tents set up like inside to do things. They tailgate outside, so you're not just paying for like the game itself. You're paying,
You're paying
for
for
a lot of.
experience.
It
Yeah.
is an experience. There's
Like
a lot
any,
of other
like any
things to do.
sports, it's gonna
Like
be an
any
experience.
traditional sports game that you go to, you are paying for an experience.
Yeah.
Get
What
your
I've-
hot dogs here.
I just found like
Facts though.
they're like between $106 to like $30.
Yeah, so like major leagues.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like a
good.
normally priced major league. And some of these
Oh.
games, I mean, like I could look. Actually, no, I can't look this up because they all got canceled. But the league, they all have their own studios, like in Korea, Europe, China. Actually, China's different. Those guys are like actually crazy. But Korea, Europe, and North America have their own like individual stadiums that you can go to and watch like regular season games. And the finals are obviously taking place at the big stadiums. What I mean about China being crazy is that they don't have one stadium. Almost most big teams have their own arenas, like their
So they have like home
arenas.
stadiums. So like baseball and
Actually,
football
I
and
can
all that.
find some great videos about them because they're seriously like impressive. It's crazy. Let me just go look for them. I gotta find them. It's this guy I follow on YouTube. Did a bunch of tours of them.
All right, what other question do you want to do, or do you want to get back to the games specific?
I don't know. What other questions do you have? Here, I'll put that. So that's one of them.
I like how this is just an informative episode of Patty just explaining to us.
Yeah.
sports.
Mastery of sport. Yes.
Esports in its origin.
To be fair, I'm entertained.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm into this.
I actually want to watch competitive league now.
Yes.
That's the only esport I think I get into.
Well, have fun because it's going online next week. Actually, China closed first. I don't remember how long ago, but they started back up. Korea just ended like 2 weeks ago. And then Europe and North America ended just this past week. But there's been like a few online things, but nothing official.
Hmm.
Everything official is starting back up next week. Or
Okay.
this weekend, I think.
So
I'd have to check on
question now.
Twitter.
Do you follow competitive league?
Yes,
What's your go-to team?
you could call me diehard. Well, personally, it depends on what region, because we're talking 4 regions here
Yeah.
that I follow all pretty well. North America, 100 Thieves, Europe, no one in particular. China, I mean, I just default and go to T1
one.
or SKT. That's
Are they
only
like the
because
best
I don't know.
over there?
Yeah, they're the best. Well, they've won 3 world championships out of the.
5.
No, how many have happened? In 2011, so that's what, 8? They've won 5 out of the. Not 5, 3 out of the 8.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. China, there's no one in particular really in those leagues. I don't really watch them that much, but I have been more now. But that's pretty much it.
But 100 Thieves.
100
For
Thieves,
US?
yeah. Mediocre team at best. Let's go.
but you like them.
Isn't
But I
that
like them.
with
They have
the,
really nice clothes.
Isn't that with Courage JD 100 Thieves?
Yes, he streams for them. They're owned
Yeah.
by Nate Shot.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like Panda Global, Alpha Rad is like their marketing head or something.
What does he work for them or does he stream from them?
he's like their content supervisor or something. He helps all the players to be better at being content creators. But I think he's also like partly owns it. I'm more just saying like a content creator being part of a, not actually playing and being part of a esports team. Joe, when are we gonna start watching like competitive league together?
Oh, we
'Cause,
can
like,
start this weekend. I can send you many YouTube channels. They have their
But,
own
like,
official YouTube channel for
I only
VODs.
slightly get League, but like at least that way I can learn more about League. I feel like that's an okay way to learn how to learn about games.
That's how I learned. I literally
so-
got into esports I can actually like date when I got into League because
'Cause,
it
I mean,
was the start of the
that's-
2014 World Championship. Because I had started playing League like right before then. It was like the summer before. Someone I knew online was like, "Hey, you should play League of Legends," and I started playing League like right before this like high school started. And the World Championships are in like October, November, and I saw that and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I started watching all of that, and then I watched like the entirety of the 2015 season, and I've just been watching like since then. So it's been like 5.5 years now.
Because I think that's how honestly I got more into Smash. I was just watching the competitive, like some of the matches, and I was like,
I'll
oh,
just put them in general.
that's fun.
Why not? That's not the official VOD library, but they're
It's a
putting up. Yeah, they're good enough. But really, only thing up right now that's like being put up currently is China, because they're the only people playing.
They're too good.
Yeah, honestly, I mean they've won the last 2 World Championships.
So what else we got?
Yes. Yeah. What else? What else? To anyone?
I have nothing.
I'll
So
be here all night.
I'm kind of out of stuff. I just want to watch competitive league now, honestly.
Patty, out of all the esports that you watch, which ones do you watch the most?
League,
Like-
hands down, the most. It's not even close to anybody else.
Have
I
you
always
ever
forget
watched
how
any
into
of
League you are.
Siege?
I watch Siege pretty much every Pro Leagues game that happens. Not every game. I watch the ones that I like the most, and I watch some that I hear about on Twitter. I watch probably League by far the ones that I enjoy watching. It's probably League, CS:GO, Siege. I literally don't watch Dota unless the international's on, and that's the only time I watch it because that game is so confusing. I might tune into an Evo stream, but if I see it smash, I'll close out of it immediately, and we'll have to like cleanse my browsing history.
reload the page.
Yeah, get rid of that. I watched like a Call of Duty League stream once this year.
You're just
It was
toxic
kind
as
of
a fucking
interesting.
Smash player right now, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, you know what? It's fine. They deserve
Are you
it.
competitive enough to be in one, Patty?
Oh god, absolutely not. Not even close, dude. That is way too hard. I would have to.
Would you train, bro? Would you train yourself? If it meant money, it wasn't stakes.
No, I don't. It's way too hard. And it's such an insane time because the only game that I would ever consider going pro in, if it was even feasibly possible, is League. But you have to dedicate like over 10 hours a day every single day to even be good at that game.
Well, that's just to keep up too, right?
Yeah, especially because like the meta in game, as in like what's a good it can change every 2 weeks because a new
because
patch
patches.
comes out 2 weeks. So you could be like this has literally happened to like teams in like the LCS, which is North American League. Teams have literally been like they could like smurf through like the first few weeks of the season. A new patch hits, which like nerfs everything that like nerfs like what they were good at, and if they're not able to adapt to something new or like a new playstyle, or if like the best playstyle changes, and it's no longer what you were playing, and you fail to adapt, you could be an objectively just worse team, and you could lose a ton of games in 2 weeks. That's 4 games. If you lose like 3 games, that ain't it. That ain't it. So it's like really hard to adapt to because it's always changing. So I would never consider going pro. It's too much time,
It ain't worth.
and it's not like it's too much time and too much of a risk. because you can't do anything else. You have to like 100% dedicate yourself.
Also, I feel like at a certain point, like you have to love the game so much because if you don't, you're just gonna hate it.
Yeah. Like if you're grinding out, like a lot of these pros will grind out like 13 hours a day straight. And if like you don't love that and love what you're doing, you will not last a long time. Which is why I think, because a lot of people, especially in Overwatch, has a huge burnout or huge turnover rate with players just retiring after like 2 years of play, because the game is just so grindy and people just don't like the game that much that they're just like careers are ending after like 2 years, which is insane to think of if you think of like, you know, baseball or something where like people could play for decades. Like
And
actually,
beyond.
what Tom Brady just left the Patriots today. How long did he play for them?
His whole
For, like,
career.
Yeah,
Isn't that like the past 15 years?
when I say how long, I don't mean, I know it's his whole career, but how long was that?
He entered the league when he was like 20 something. Now he's 40.
So probably
Yeah, after 20 years. He's been
God
playing for
damn.
20 years and he still isn't even retiring. Like, that's insane. Like pro players in Overwatch have literally like burnt out and retired from their game because it's way too intensive. The training they have to do after 2 years when this man's been playing for 20 years. So burnout is really hard in esports.
What other game we got in the pipeline?
I don't know, we could use CSGO.
Now explain to me what that is, because I've heard it many times, but I don't know what it is.
So it's like the most basic form. You've played SND and COD, right? Search and destroy, the bomb,
Search and
the
destroy.
bomb. That's what CSGO is. Like there's
Oh.
5. So there's terrorist and counter-terrorist. Terrorist's entire job is to plant the bomb, and the counter-terrorists are to stop the terrorists from planting the bomb. And if the bomb gets planted, then they have to defuse it. Now, one of the core mechanics of CSGO is the economy system. So you have to earn money by either winning rounds or getting kills with certain guns. Then you can use that money to buy better guns, buy like armor, grenades. You know, defenders or counter-terrorists can buy defusal kits and things like that. What else is there? I was going to say something. I've lost my train of thought. I've completely lost what I was going to say. God damn it. I mean, yeah, it's not that hard of a game to explain. It's like the most dumbed down version of that game mode, which is really interesting.
Well, because like the only reason I've heard of the game was because like some like controversial like whatever the fuck. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like if I say it, I might be all wrong. But like,
Well, you know what? I might know what you're talking about.
it's like, you know,
I was
like
about to say which thing, because there's a lot
Which
of
one?
things I
There's a
know
few.
of.
the loot boxes or whatever the fuck. You know,
Oh, the
Oh.
gambling websites.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really
only those.
esports, but I know about that.
No, I know it's not esports, but that's the only thing I heard of. That's
Actually, I can kind of tie it in.
named
Because
that.
like there was the iBuyPower scandal, which kind of ties into that. Not entirely, but it's close. Where iBuyPower, they make computers, but they had a North American CS:GO team back in like 2014, I want to say 2015 maybe, and they were like literally the best North American team. Like nobody was close to these guys. They were just dunking on everybody in North America, and they were like realistically the only North American contender at most majors. And then all of a sudden they played this one match against this like no-name team. They were called netcodeguides.com. They were literally sponsored by a website. This was like a no-name team on some online match. And if you watch the match back, you can tell like they are just not trying. They're like going for knife kills, intentionally missing shots. And it was like really just completely out of character. And people thought it was super weird. And like a few months later, I think, or several months later, this one esports journalist, Richard Lewis, wrote this article about how like he had gotten proof that 4 out of the 5 players on iBuyPower had sent skins or money to a friend of theirs or somebody they knew to bet on the match, to bet on the other team that they were playing, Netcode Guides, to win. And so they put a bunch of money on themselves losing the match, and then they threw the match. And all 4 out of those 5 players eventually, by Valve, got lifetime bans from any Valve-sponsored event, which meant actually Valve only they like give money for the majors, but they don't do anything outside of that. But they're technically Valve-sponsored events, and those are like the events that everybody cares about because they only happen twice a year. They're the biggest CS:GO events of the year, and they're the ones that matter.
Go back.
And those guys can literally never play at them. I think a few of them have been unbanned, but most of them are still just permabanned and they cannot play at majors. Which is
So it's kind of like what happened with FaZe Jarvis, but FaZe Jarvis actually hacked.
Yeah, but that's Fortnite, and
But he also cried about
But
it.
we don't care about
Yeah.
that. Fortnite.
we don't care about Fortnite, and that's just some random
kidding.
FaZe Clan YouTuber.
Yo, that's even worse.
He's like the younger brother of some guy who was already in FaZe. He's literally in a
So he
part
got
of
grandfathered
FaZe.
into FaZe.
Yeah. He's literally in FaZe because of his older brother, and he's like some clickbait Fortnite YouTuber who made a video where he hacked in Fortnite, and then he made a YouTube video about it, and then he got permabanned,
What the hell do you expect, though?
and then he made a video about it crying about how he was so sorry, and it's like, no.
Okay,
Go
can we
away.
talk about that for a
Okay.
second, though? What do you expect when you hack in a game?
It was so
post
funny.
it on YouTube.
Actually,
What do you think is gonna happen?
What do you
They're not
do
gonna
to
see
me?
it.
It's kind of like what happened with Basically Homeless as well. A Siege YouTuber.
That's his name?
Yeah, Basically Homeless. He's a funny
Oh, right, he did
YouTuber.
hack. I forgot about that.
And he got this big like Ubisoft promotion thing, and then they started looking into him some more and found out that most of his videos are about him hacking and stuff. So that like commercial that he was shooting got canceled because they didn't want
yeah, that's
to
what
promote.
happens.
Well, that's on. Well, was
You
he
have
making the
to
videos
rely
before he
on-
got sponsored?
Yeah,
Then that's on Ubisoft. They should.
yeah, it was.
Known that before.
And Basically Homeless now doesn't do Siege content after that debacle.
Well, that's probably like a illegal thing at that point.
That's a you problem. No.
It was totally Ubisoft's fault because they didn't look. No, they didn't look into him when
Well,
Yeah,
they
it's
were
but-
kinda
sponsoring
hard.
him.
It's not terribly difficult to hide in a video, to be fair.
I'm honestly not. I can't blame like a game developer at all when they like pull something from. Like the guy was literally making videos about hacking. Like
Yeah,
you don't want to
He-
sponsor somebody who's teaching people how to cheat in your game.
No. But the thing is that they didn't look into that before they asked they want to sponsor him. That's my only thing
Yeah.
about that.
They
Yeah.
didn't look
Considering
into be like.
sponsors-
It's
They
on them in
didn't
the
do the
first
list
place.
of like, is this person a hacker? They didn't check that off yet, and then they're like, wait, hold on.
Well,
These-
Ubisoft never gets
His
anything
aim's a bit
right
suspicious.
first.
No, I don't. I'm not upset with them for getting rid of him. They should have, but they shouldn't have had him in the first place. Is what I'm saying.
yeah.
They should have done the checks better because Ubisoft doesn't do that enough.
But they're in their right to take away everything. It's just
Because
that they
even in
should-
ESL, I think they
needed
had
to.
2 hackers in total.
Yeah, one of them's back in Pro League, which is the funniest thing.
I think both of them are back. Actually, no, one got perma-banned. The team also
Yeah.
got banned for a year, but
Yeah, Shaiko.
But the thing with Basically Homeless is that he didn't get banned, like permabanned
Yeah, he
or
didn't get
banned
banned.
at all.
yeah, he's a content creator.
He just lost his sponsorship. Actually, I'm gonna put this.
He lost his sponsorship and just doesn't
He
want
lost
to play
money.
the game anymore because he's
He
just
don't want
too
to play
good.
because he got outed.
Yeah, because now everybody realized.
No, he
oh, wait,
basically outed himself.
Yeah.
Really?
He
Yeah.
got outed. That
Yeah, you
doesn't
have
change
to.
the fact that he got outed.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Everybody figured out he was a hacker, and he was like, "Hey guys, I'm a hacker." It's like, "Oh
I'm
wow."
hacking. It's
screw
just
you,
like,
dude.
why?
Well, I'm done with you.
Bye.
It's like Jesus. Now, what we're talking about?
Using,
match fixing and CS:GO.
10
No, we're
computers.
talking about CSGO. How do you get the
That might have
siege?
been my fault. Sorry.
No, that was Jack's fault.
Yeah.
It wasn't Jack. So he had to bring
Sorry.
up that. Jesus Christ, this guy. Okay, match fixing. Now, where do I go for match fixing?
What's
I have no
match
idea.
fixing?
We
All
were
right, cut the
talking
VOD.
about with the CS:GO.
Let's
Oh.
just
They
cut
threw the
yeah,
game.
Dan, cut the VOD here. Jesus Christ. We literally just talked about match fixing.
Yep. I know.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's a pretty good rant. I'm gonna keep it in.
I have no idea what else to talk about CSGO.
We could just leave it at that.
Oh, wait, no. Actually, I know what I can talk about, because this is another... Because we had Evo Moment 37, which is like one of the... Like those legendary moments. There's another one that happened in CSGO. Hold on, let me find it. Because there was this Brazilian guy... So Brazil's always been like a bottom... Like, not a bottom tier, but they've never really been a great region for CSGO. But in... I think it was 2016? Yeah, 2016. They had this one team called Luminosity Gaming, who went on. They won the first major for Brazil, and they won 2 majors back to back. They won under different orgs, but they were the original like Luminosity roster. So I think this is semifinals at the major, I want to say, and they're down. So to win a game of CS:GO, you have to get to 16 first, unless it goes to overtime. And so they were down, map 1, they were down 15-9. And if you guys watch that clip, you'll see the play that their opper, Colzera, makes this like insane play. Like he hits a jumping collateral no-scope from range to clutch out a round, which then proceeds to lead for Luminosity to
So
revert.
they just fucking like... They
It's-
steamroll through all that.
Yeah, they just steamrolled.
Because they got
and
the
after
momentum
that,
back.
yeah, they got the momentum. Like, actually, it's so Valve does this thing where, like, when insane plays happen, they will immortalize them in graffiti in the map itself. And on the wall, like, if you see, like, from where he starts, on the wall to his left, there's it's a, like, graffiti of the sniper rifle with, I think, 4 skulls, basically, symbolize 4 kills,
headshot.
and then wings. It's the flying no-scope, the flying op. It's like literally, it is so like it is something that will just never ever happen again. So that's,
Man, these people must be under a lot of pressure.
Oh yeah, well that's the whole thing.
you're playing.
It's not
like-
physical. It's totally mental.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mental game.
It's mental and physical, because that much mental stress will like physically. It actually.
No,
does
but I'm saying,
physically
like-
back you.
Like unlike like sports where it's like, okay, you're constantly moving your whole body. This is okay, you're like sitting down the whole time and you're
Moving like your
the
fingers.
stress affects your body, but I'm saying that
Yeah, and this is like
I think it's
your
all
game
mind games, though.
point. Yeah, your game point at the biggest tournament of the year. You're the underdog. It's like you literally need a miracle to happen to bring you back into this, and
And
it's just
that's where it
gifted,
was.
and it just happens. And it was like this was a region that had never done anything before against another region that had never done anything before. This was the best chance that a North American team ever had to win a major. So it was like all the hype was on North America. These were just some random Brazilian kids that were supposed to be swept aside. They were going to be easy. The match went exactly as everybody thought it was going to go. I mean, it's 15-9. Like that's a one-sided game.
That's what you're
And
about
then
to win.
And then it's like you're 1 round away from winning. The other team is, 7 rounds away from winning, taking it back. 7 rounds from getting to overtime, right? Because they have to bring it to overtime, and then they have to win in overtime too. So it's not just like bringing it back to 15, like 16-15. It's not how it works. You have to bring it back to tied match, and then you have to go into overtime. And it's just so many rounds you have to win in a row to just avoid losing the entire game. And it's even greater because the next map went exactly the same. It was 15-9, and then the North American team, Team Liquid, lost. They choked both maps back to back. It was so just insane. Very sad day. Can't think of anything else in CS:GO. Oh wait, no, never mind. There's the only time that a North American team has ever won a major. I think it was actually that match actually broke the record for Twitch viewership on a single stream. I think at the time it was like 1.3 million. I think this was in like the like January, or it might have been like January, February of 2018. What was it? Yeah, it was Cloud9 at the Boston Major in 2018. I think this was the first time they had. So there was 2 group stages to the major. There was like the pre-group stage and the actual group stage to get to the main stage. And I think Cloud9 like swept through the first group stage. Then they went on to the actual group stage where they immediately went 0-2. So they're on elimination point as like the only North American team that anybody thought would perform at this major. They now have to they get back 3 wins in a row. Actually qualify for the group for the main stage, which making out of groups for a North American team is no easy feat in and of itself. Then they have to go up against SK Gaming, who used to be, by the way, Luminosity Gaming, the Brazilian team that won 2 back-to-back majors. They beat them. I think that was that was the semifinals. They beat G2 Esports in the quarterfinals, who were considered like the best European team. Not the best European team. They're like the second best European team at the time. Also a contender for the title. They managed to beat them. I think they beat them like 2-0, just swept them. And then they swept what was it? They swept SK Gaming, and then they played against FaZe Clan in the grand finals, who were at the time the best team in the world, like by far. They had spent like 3 months leading up to the major, winning literally everything. And then I think they lost the first map close. They won the second map, also very close. And then the third map, they were down like 15-10. And I think it ended up going all the way to double overtime. So they had to win the 5 rounds in a row to make overtime. I think they won the first half of the first overtime, and they lost the second half of the first overtime. So that means they have to go to double overtime. And then I think they won like the last round. I think the end score was like 21-19 in rounds. So it literally took them like 40 rounds instead of the normal. Like, the maximum is normally 30. It took them 40 total rounds, and it was the only time a North American team has ever won a major. Oh, gosh. If you want, I want to put this...
Definition of tryhard.
Yeah, I'm going to put this in chat now. This is a YouTube channel. No, that's the same video. Never mind. I'm not going to put that. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. There's this YouTube channel that I watch called The Score Esports. They're like a...
Highlights.
esports journalism company, kind of, but they make like phenomenal story pieces about like events that happen, teams, players, like plays. They've done stuff like plays and whatnot. They make like just phenomenal videos. I would highly recommend watching them because they cover like everything. They cover like every esport. Unfortunately, that includes FGC, but
Thought I was gonna say Smash again.
There's Smash too. Well, yeah, FGC is fighting game community, which unfortunately means
I feel so
Smash.
personally attacked right now.
I just y'all ain't it. Y'all just ain't it.
Like, I get
Sometimes
it, okay?
it just do be like that. I mean, they've got a video. I'm looking at the video right here. Top 10 players you'll love to hate. There's a good reason why Hungrybox is in the thumbnail for this video.
You're not wrong. I don't like Hungrybox.
They put Hungrybox next to Ninja.
The only Smash asshole I like is Leffen because he's upfront about it and he doesn't give a shit.
It's like, oh god. Yeah, they make great videos here. Would highly recommend.
They kind of
now I know how I feel about Leffen. Do you just completely hate Leffen?
No, I actually like Leffen.
Thank you.
Because he doesn't just play Smash.
No, he
Patty.
doesn't. He plays other
He's
fighting
good at
games.
other games.
Well, yeah.
Have you ever heard of Streamers Reloaded?
No. What is this?
How the Score Esports does his videos kind of looks like how Streamers Reloaded does his in a way.
This guy looks like the Twitch version of Keemstar. Hold on.
I can't tell if that's an insult or
Who
not.
does?
It is. It's Keemstar.
It's an install. It's a Keemstar.
Yo, speaking of Keemstar, when we get Minecraft Monday back, God, I want Technoblade to be fucking
I like how
everywhere again.
on the score esports it talks about Alenity's cat claps back.
Oh yeah, they do. Those are like the videos that I don't do. When they do like the Twitch
The
stream
joke
videos
model.
where they talk about like it's like, man, nobody
Just
cares.
talk about the fucking games.
Games are
What's
cool.
mad?
Are Tifu and Ninja going to fight?
Yeah, they've started doing those, and I don't like it. It's bad. No, go back. You guys were cool. You used to be so cool. Now you've fallen. You're making videos about Ninja.
Is
No,
it like with these newer stuff? Is it like a commentary over what is happening with the Twitch streamers?
What do you mean? I'm confused.
Like
Yeah, I'm confused.
like they explain the beef
Oh.
between like two
Yeah.
people.
I mean, the
Yeah.
series I'm pretty sure is just called Oh no, they have a series called Overexplained.
No, but the channel is mostly just about like what's going on in esports and
Yeah,
Yeah.
big events
most.
like
Well,
that.
that's what it. Yeah, it was for a very long time, but
And
now
now
they
it's-
do. It's still mostly esports, but they've like dabbled in like Twitch streamers and whatnot.
Twitch bullshit.
Well, not always. Sometimes they're interesting. Sometimes it's just like the Twitch drama that I just do not care about.
Oh, okay. I got you.
All right. Any
Yeah.
more places we gotta go to? On the topic?
I don't know. I could just sit here and talk about every
I mean, yeah.
game
How
after
long
game.
have we been on for? 'Cause I think
I
we've
could
been on
just
for a
pick
while.
a game. I probably could tell a story about it.
What, the topic or the episode?
We started. It's been like a
7:57.
little over
Talking
2
about the
hours.
episode.
So 2 hours,
Okay.
Yeah, about.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
I mean, esports is an extremely broad topic.
Yeah.
There's so many games that have so
we
many.
did a
things
little
on
bit
it.
We
of
can always stop it here, and then we can get more specific and go back and talk about League another day with Patty. Talk more about CS:GO. Talk about
on the podcast or
Siege.
just
There
personal?
aren't
both.
Okay.
there aren't much that I know super in depth about outside of like League and CS:GO. Like I really only know Dota stories that pertain to the international. A few of the majors I know some things that happen, but not a lot. Siege I've only gotten into recently.
I'm very
Well,
interested.
Don't
Siege
you
is
have,
still
like,
relatively
400
new
hours?
compared to other ones, right?
Well, I mean, I almost
Newer
have
game.
700 hours. But, like,
Siege had tournaments since 2015.
Wait, it's
Yeah,
been
like
out
I-
for that long?
yeah,
Oh,
2015.
shit.
Yeah, well, it was a dead game for like 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
With me,
The first tournament was on Xbox, so it was pretty bad.
Yeah, they had tournament expo. Yeah, actually, it's pretty crazy. Actually, fun fact: there's only one person has won the invitational on both Xbox and PC for Siege, and they just won. It was one of Space Station Gaming's players
Oh,
that
Canadian?
just won this year. No, Rampy.
Rampy. Oh, right.
Apparently, yeah, he won on Xbox the invitation, like the
I
one
forgot
tournament.
about that.
He's like the only Xbox and PC world champion. I find that hilarious.
I
Because
forgot about that.
Siege on console happened.
Siege on console was a thing.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Because games, especially first-person shooters, should not be played on a controller. Which is why
No.
I cannot watch the Call of Duty League. Because it's
Like
kind of
install
hard.
console.
Those
Yeah,
are-
COD is still played on console. It's so bad.
I
It's
don't get that.
so hard to watch because they just move so slowly. It's so embarrassing.
The only shooter that I'm okay with on a controller isn't even competitive. It's just Warframe because I feel like it doesn't matter.
It's not even really. It's like, come on, it's like half shooter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more
Gosh.
about movement than anything.
COD should be played on mouse and keyboard. I just can't get the picture. I just love calling console COD players glue eaters because they just have to. They literally they cannot move as fast as a mouse and keyboard player can. So I just like to think that while they've got the keyboard in their hand, they've got the Elmer stick in their mouth, chomping on that glue. God bless them.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Was there a game that Lenny wanted to talk? I said he said he had 3 of them, or 3 that he knew.
Oh, I know of 3, and Patty listed
All of them.
1.
Oh,
The
Everything
Siege
but
was the one
Siege.
we didn't talk about.
Yeah.
which one?
Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, as a matter of fact.
Right.
Can't forget old Tommy
Forgot
there.
about the Tom Clancy title.
Mr. Clance.
Well, you
Thomas
can't forget about him,
Clance.
but he'd be sad.
Well, nobody
The
cares about
servers
him
are
anymore.
bad.
Literally every shorthand of the game of Siege does not include Tom Clancy. He's always forgotten. Nobody cares about him.
It's sad. Because he's dead.
He's dead. He's dead. When did Tom Clancy die? Let's find out.
Do you want to talk about Siege, or you want to save that for later, or a different episode?
Siege is one of my favorite games.
It's good. It was bad for a very, very long time.
It was really bad. Well, it was bad. It was good for the competitive scene, though, because the game actually required skill.
Well, did it?
Yeah.
Operation
Probably not.
Chimera existed.
Yeah, I'm talking everything before those.
Well, I mean, Operation Health existed.
Before, I'm talking about like the first 2-3 seasons.
That doesn't count. That's like, what, early 2015? Early 2016?
What?
Doesn't
Games
count.
didn't exist
The
then.
first season for PC is 2016, and then the third season is, wait, hold on. I remember.
Their thing is so weird because like they like start their Pro League season, then like halfway through the Pro League season they break. They have either the major in the summer or the invitational in the winter, and then
Sometimes
they
a
take
minor.
then they take a break. No, then they don't break. Pro League doesn't really break for minors. They only break for majors.
Yeah. They only break for majors because
And then they start again, and then the Pro League finals happen, and then after Pro League finals happens, there's another break, which like minors and other events are played. And then
Yeah.
Pro League starts up, breaks again for the major, and it's just so choppy. It's just like, why don't we just do like Pro League finals, major, Pro League finals, major. It's so weird. And then like teams change in between Pro League finals, Pro League,
They
the
do,
majors.
and it's really bad.
It's so
really bad how
confusing.
much. It's one of the best teams, Penta, which is now G2. There's only one like sole member of the original team now, because they got rid of their
The original
Geo.
G2. Yeah,
they got rid of Fabian.
yeah. Before they were G2, when they were there's one remaining player,
Yeah, which is
which is
still
Pengu.
the best EU player, and
But
not,
then Kanto joined like immediately after that,
yeah.
and then they won everything.
Then they started winning. I don't know
Those-
why.
Those damn
Yeah.
Russians, dude. Those cyborgs. I swear to God.
Those Russians. They want
Those
drug during those fucking tournaments, but holy damn.
By the way, right now, if you want to get into Call of Duty, you have a 7-minute wait.
Okay,
What
I'm
does that
not
mean?
playing Call of Duty then. Fuck that.
Wait,
What does
really?
that mean?
Corona.
It's right now. It's a busy day for Blizzard services. To help
Blizzard?
everyone log in, you've been placed in a queue. Please leave this
Dude,
window.
I played. I played like right before we
you were
recorded.
I
playing
did too.
Console.
I think right
Yeah.
now,
I
since
mean, the channel
every-
servers now, isn't it?
I think it's just due to everybody being home and playing.
Whoa.
neither.
I just realized Pro League's going to be delayed as well. Fuck.
Well, no, Pro League isn't because Pro League's online. Pro League finals.
Yeah, but
and
the casters are together.
They got to do that 6 feet rule.
Dude, it's so weird. Do you know where the casters are?
It changes.
No,
It
no, no.
changes a
They're
lot.
all like the Pro League casters. They're all in Warsaw,
Where's that?
Poland.
What?
Well, that makes sense actually, because I think the first 3
Yeah, I'm rather
yeah,
confident
teenagers.
that the games are all casted from Poland.
Yeah, wait, okay, hold on. They did have a lot of games. Okay, no. Season 3 and 4 were in Poland. And those are like the 2 games that had in a row for some reason that are both in Poland. I think it's just very convenient for them. Although that's kind of weird because they do have 2 NA casters at the same time at certain times. So I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, I don't know if they have I think they may have like maybe 2 EU casters. Now I'm thinking about it.
All right, do we want to end it here or keep going a little bit?
Anything
I
else?
got
You
a
got?
box of goldfish next to me that I want to destroy. So like,
Oh,
Going to board the whole bag is what you.
okay. Then I think we can end it here. I think this was a. Although I will say I didn't talk as much. This is probably Patty's episode.
kind of me. 'Cause I
Oh,
was just
yeah.
like, kind of be like, yeah, I'm your hype man today.
But I think this is a very interesting topic. I think now you got
I
me
think that
interested.
what we should do is I think we all kind of have an interest in it now. So
Uh-huh.
Boy, do I sure love them esports.
yeah, so I think
Where are you going with this?
maybe we can convene after we all watch a little bit more. Because I definitely want to get into League esports. I'm never gonna play League.
League
But-
has great VOD YouTube channels. Siege also has a really good YouTube channel where you can literally just watch matches.
You can watch whole matches, and then there's another channel where you can watch the best clips of those matches.
Oh,
Well, yeah, there's tons of VOD
Highlights
channels.
of the
Yes,
highlights.
GG is the best
That's
at that
called
because they do it like right afterwards, like after the game.
Siege.gg is very good. And then there's other content. Like if you follow the WoW esports page, you can get like they do their own podcasts they do other content, which is really cool. Like they have so for North America, you have The Dive, which is their podcast. You have Euphoria, which is the European podcast.
I was gonna say no free shout out.
All right, I'm sorry. You can cut this. This is for you guys. This is
Okay.
the audience doesn't need to know about this.
No, it's okay.
They
I
don't
need to stop
hear
recording
these.
so I remember it all.
Yeah, and then for Korea, you have the Pog State. I don't know why I know why they call it that, but it bothers me.
We're just not gonna talk about it.
We're just not going to talk about
Just
it.
so no.
No, let me find the Siege thing. Oh wait, yeah, it's just the Rainbow Six esports page, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's just the Rainbow Six esports YouTube channel. But I will put
Yeah,
that there.
they have a Brazilian. Actually, no, they have a Brazilian Twitch channel. I remember that because I think they have more Brazilian fans than EU fans. No, NA fans.
I probably do.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Americans liking something nice.
America. CSGO's weird. There's no like one place to watch CSGO because Valve hates CSGO. It's like the child they abandoned.
That's why they made it
Just-
free. Yeah. Who wants to close off the episode?
I can do
I think
it because of my
Brandon should.
outro.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Brandon. We've
Ready.
talked about.
Well, we're not done. We still have that little outro bit I talked about last time.
Oh yeah.
Well, I still think he should do the outro just itself.
Okay, well, let me do this part at least.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so because of the whole situation around the world with the coronavirus, I thought we'd kind of for the time being we'd kind of go lighthearted with these episodes, and I think for this week I think we should just kind of mention kind of like things to do to entertain yourself while you're at home. Kind of like watch this show or play this game or something like that.
Oh god, I got the manga ready right now.
Oh no.
Oh God.
I've got a great thing that fits in with the theme of this episode. It's crazy.
So you don't think I have 10 tabs of anime already open?
Yeah, you
Wait,
don't think
why
I have
watch-
63 mangas that I need to read right now?
But
Do you want to
why
go down the
watch-
list
Oh,
of how it is already?
In fact, tomorrow is Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yep. That means solo
Nope.
leveling.
New manga for 2 different animes. Let's go.
Solo leveling, let's go.
All right, Patty, you care to start?
Yeah, see, this you could if you're stuck at home and you're really bored, you could go to www.twitch.tv/LPL English and watch the LPL because they're Chinese and they're cool and we like them. We've also got the LCS returning this weekend at www.twitch.tv/LCS. And even better, you've got www.twitch.tv/LEC because
feel like
who
you
doesn't
just
love
say
some
Twitch.
European mad lads? That's all there is. Why would you need to do anything more when you've got all this great League of Legends action to watch? Honestly, I can't think of anything better to do. It's just facts.
Back at 11.
All right, Jack.
What?
Any recommendations or like suggestions to people like on what they could do when they're while they're at home to entertain themselves?
Play video games,
What
watch
specifically?
streamers.
Specifics, yeah.
Not me.
No, I said watch. What specifically? I
We'll
can
say
be
the
you.
opposite.
It could be you. Don't matter.
I'm probably not gonna stream much.
Be toxic. Be toxic. Just say yourself. Do it.
I need a minute.
I don't really. A lot.
I mean, you mentioned On My Block.
Oh yeah, you can watch all 3 seasons of On My Block on Netflix. That's a good show to watch. It's the president thing on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
That's a good,
making a president or something like that.
It's an interesting show. It's kind of like a coming of age show. Diary of a Future President.
Okay, Frozen 2 came up.
I got that.
Frozen 2. That's also.
Yeah.
You could also watch.
Also watch that. Watch The Mandalorian.
Jack, you're stepping into my territory.
Hold up, bitch.
Watch
Yeah,
all
push
the Marvel movies.
Watch
Watch-
Endgame 3 times.
Watch
Oh,
12-year-old
watch
Spider-Man.
Watch Stargirl. That's a really good movie that just came out on Disney Plus. And
I
that's
have no clue what that is.
It's a coming of age story again.
yeah, with an actor from The Mandalorian is in it.
Attractive.
Yeah,
The bad guy in
the black dude with the black sword.
yeah.
Attractive.
Yes, he's a
Um,
very attractive man.
He was in Better Call Saul.
Actually, I think
and,
he's Hispanic.
Yeah, he is. And Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He played the chicken guy. And that's about it for me.
All right, Tones.
Okay, so I'm getting the manga. Okay, so first of all, I talked about it enough. Solo leveling. Tomorrow, chapter. Let me check what number is going to come out. I believe it's 104, if I'm correct. No, 110. Excuse me, my bad. Chapter 110 is coming out. We also got Berserk. If you haven't read it yet. Hasn't been
We
updated.
talked about it, but
Hasn't been updated in like 6 months, but it doesn't matter. It's on hiatus as always. What else is really good? Spirit Blade Mountain. That's a good one I need to catch up on. Spirit Land 2. That one's a banger. And I guess play Pokemon. Yeah. I'm gonna go through this, and if I find anything that catches my eye, I'm gonna.
we can
blurt
come
it
back
out,
to you.
but
Yeah.
By the way, Diary of a Wimpy Kid is on Disney Plus.
Live
I
action.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
I
Why would
don't
you say
know.
that? Why would you bring that up?
Because I'm looking at the comedies, and there's a bunch of movies that I didn't know were a part of Disney, like 10 Things I Hate About You with Heath Ledger. I didn't know that was Disney.
Totally forgot that.
guys, I got one more. Watch interspecies reviewers and rate it 10 out of 10 on my anime list.
Get a load of this guy.
Funny, have you watched that show yet?
I'm sorry, Robin.
Have you watched interspecies reviewers?
I don't think I have. Wait.
Okay.
I'm very nervous.
I'm very confused as well.
It's not a gentai, but like it is.
See, when you said that, I thought you meant interviews with Monster Girls. I was like, yes, but I'm like, wait, hold
Oh
on.
no! Read that manga. It hasn't been updated in a while, but that's a good manga.
I need to read the manga.
Species Reviewers is a show about guys who are in a medieval.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Rated 10 out of 10 on my anime list. That's all I'm gonna say.
I remember it now.
Let's see, where is it on my anime list? I like how it's so high on that because of the one YouTuber. It is. Let's see, top anime. Oh, it's not. Oh shit, Gintama, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Oh, why? Where's interspecies reviewers? It's fallen so far. I can't even. It's not even top 20. What? Where is it? Oh no, I'm so sad.
Is it not on there at all?
Well, it's on here, but
If it's there, you're fine.
sad. It's 100. It's 1339 now. Sad. Okay, well, someone else go.
But Brandon. Brandon, you? Okay.
Read a book. Go outside.
What kind of
Work out.
What? Don't go
Draw.
outside.
Hey, go outside. Hold on.
Where have you been?
Man, stop being fucking pussies. Go outside. Get some sunny.
But it's
gonna
okay.
wait.
Scared of disease.
But what if it's raining?
Go outside. Don't be a pussy.
Put a hoodie on.
Stop being a pussy. Go outside. Get some
Wear a
vitamin D.
sweater.
Play tug of war in the
The
rain.
plague, dude. Like, what you mean?
What you mean?
Any video
Plague.
games or any TV shows of sorts?
buy Doom Eternal, buy Animal Crossing.
Yeah, Animal Crossing.
Because Isabel and Doom Guy is the greatest crossover we never knew we wanted.
But we got it. Weren't they like promoting each other on Twitter? Was that what
On
they did?
Reddit, yeah, the Doom Reddit and
Okay,
the
I saw
Animal
that.
Crossing Reddit were like best friends for like.
God, it's so adorable.
And
I
it's
love
the
it.
cutest. It's literally just Isabel like riding on Doom Guy's shoulder as he like drives
It's something that we
the-
didn't know we needed, but we
the
did.
demons to like extinction. And my favorite thing about Doom Eternal is when you go back to your hub, there's a voice line that plays that warns all mortally challenged entities to like stay away from you because that's just how angry Doom Guy is.
So what you're saying is that Isabel isn't mortal.
Oh,
Yeah, no, she's
what?
actually a goddess. I don't know if you knew this.
Was that ever a question?
Well, it's Isabel.
Well, now it isn't.
Yeah, it was before. It was Isabel. Nobody cared about Isabel until now.
Exactly.
Who wants to watch Imagination Movers with me?
Why
hell
does it
is
sound so
that?
familiar?
What is that?
What are you doing?
I'm just scrolling through Disney.
Oh, that
Plus.
thing?
Maybe
No,
don't.
Disney.
It's a Disney Junior show.
That's why.
Oh god, that's even worse.
That's weird.
All right, Brandon, is that it? Do you want to say something else?
Yeah, that was it.
Was it? Okay. I
Oh, one more
say-
thing. Listen to the JoJo playlist on Spotify.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
Sorry, the funny song came up. I had to say it.
The funny song. Jesus.
Yeah, Giorno's theme.
Yeah, that is the funny song.
It's a pretty funny song.
It's a funny song.
Go down.
It's a funny and it's a good song.
It's actually very good. It's actually
It's a
not,
really good song.
not just the funny part. The funny part's there and it's funny, but the entire rest of that song just is really good.
If you haven't seen the latest season of or started latest season of Clone Wars, there's 4 episodes up.
Oh, I need to watch
Season 7.
3 or 4.
They're all good. All great. I guess you can also catch up on Rebels if you haven't seen that. I mean, I just got Sonic Mania, so it's pretty good. So I guess I'd recommend that too. I haven't played Battlefront 2, but I want to play it. So I guess it's in it, and I've seen kind of like that. There's a bunch of news about an update and stuff like that. So I guess it's a good time to jump in. I guess watch your favorite YouTube channel.
Sailor Moon.
I was gonna say Game Grumps. And I guess you can listen to podcasts. It doesn't have to just be ours, but I think podcasts are kind of a good way
Critical Role.
to. That there's a good one. It's a good way to kind of like multitask and also.
Oh, I sure know some great podcasts.
Critical.
Really high quality ones too. Pretty crazy.
What do I have for a podcast? Well, mine is more specific. Mine's just like a personality more than like a niche. Yeah. All right. That's all for me.
Leonard.
Lenny,
Oh, right.
what you got?
Let's see. I have a very small list of things, if I can remember it. I would say for shows, I would say watch Black Clover. It's still ongoing, but I like it personally. Watch.
I respect it, but I don't get where that came from all of a sudden. Like, all of a sudden, I heard you, yeah, I'm watching this, and now I love it.
I just really like it. It's just a show I wanted to watch for a while, and it was supposed to only have 51 episodes, and I saw always keep getting episodes. I was like, hold on, this is still going. What is it doing over here? And I'm into it.
What are they doing?
What are they doing? But and then I guess for older shows, actually no, there's one newer show called Demon Slayer. I personally think you should read the manga so that you can get ahead because the show is not getting anywhere right now.
They're doing what Walking Dead does in like 10 seasons.
It's like there's only like one season.
Oh, so it's
out in an
really far
episode.
behind.
Yeah,
But it's like a 24 episode season though.
yeah, it's a good season.
Watch Voltron.
Yeah, Voltron. Lenny, finish Voltron.
Oh man, that's a lot. Anyway, you can watch One Punch Man. That has a second season out.
Yeah, by a
Yeah.
worse studio.
Yeah, I heard that was trash.
The
Yeah,
animation
but you can
was
read the manga.
lacking.
Read the manga. That's my only
Yeah,
the
read the
only other
manga.
thing.
Acceptable alternatives.
Good alternatives. Anyway,
Yeah, the manga.
I think for another older show, Kobayashi Dragon Maid, because why not?
Oh my god, yes.
And then
Daughter.
if you don't like the wholesome stuff, you can watch Kill la Kill Of course.
Or Kame Ga Kill. I always
or
forget.
Kame Ga Kill.
I always forget about it, and I realize I really like the show.
I'm trying to think what else there is. Oh, if you want to talk to people, play D&D. That's a good one.
FaceTime.
You don't need to do FaceTime, but FaceTime would be nice if you want to make sure people are rolling the dice.
Just call each other and just use the honor rule.
Yeah. Also, I think everyone should just play Monster Hunter, personally.
You know, I need to more.
I should get it on PC and just restart.
Wait.
When I get the money. Outside of that, do your homework.
Don't-
That's it.
Yeah, idiots.
And we will still need to graduate, even if the zombie apocalypse.
Oh, did you
comes.
guys
Can't be
see
stupid.
that? Did you guys see the news about like how they're doing online graduation in certain
I've
places?
seen the memes about that. That was hilarious.
I mean, like, you gotta be good. Let's be honest, though. Some people have to do that just regularly because they do classes online.
Some people don't go to
Honestly,
Yeah,
graduation
but
either,
did you
so
not
it
hear
doesn't
about the
really matter that
Minecraft
much.
No,
graduation?
what?
Wait.
What? Hold on. Why did we get that option?
Wait, you heard what I said?
In Minecraft.
Minecraft graduation.
Yeah, I saw it on IGN when I was looking for some news. But like in a certain Japanese school, I don't know what school it was, but they made, I don't know who made it, but someone made it like the graduation room for people to graduate that way. I don't know how that would work necessarily, but they did it.
Interesting.
I love how Lenny's reaction was like, "How come we didn't get it?"
Yeah,
Go
but
on
why
to the
didn't
option our school gave. Minecraft
Dude, I
graduation.
wish we could graduation could be live stream on Twitch, so I could just put poggers.
Poggers.
We get some
Just-
poggers in the graduation chat.
Poggers.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Oh, something I thought about like last night when we was brainstorming ideas of what to say for this. I was like, yeah, like join a Discord server, like have a group of people who have a Discord, play video games together. And I was like, I guess it's not a perfect time to start it, but like you can technically start a podcast over Discord or some shit like that.
Yeah, dude, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, do what
Or
we
we're
do.
doing.
right now.
But don't, because we're doing it.
Right.
Because...
You know what? You right?
All right, Lenny. I guess that's where we'll leave it off.
Yeah.
We'll leave it off at Lenny's a fucking genius.
All right, Brandon, you want to do the outro then?
God, I forgot you were here again.
No, he has to do the outro.
Yes, do the outro.
You do.
You do.
You're highly encouraged to do the outro.
Unless, then you weren't here.
This is Patty's episode, therefore you have to do what he says.
Yeah, listen to him. Fuck.
Well, then you're out of the Discord. Bye.
Well, then I guess I don't know.
No one kick him out. I swear to God.
I almost did.
Yo, I fucking dare you. Alright. Well, thank you so much for listening to this episode of them talking about esports. You can always listen to us on a podcast app on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube eventually, Stitcher, and I don't know what Google's called, but Google.
Yeah, you got him. You
And
got
then
him.
you could always follow. And then for our social media, you can always follow us at Nerdsby Like Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, if you truly feel like it. And then if you ever have any comments, questions, concerns, you can always DM us. Or if you want, you can email us at nerdsbylikePod@gmail.com. And as always, if you want our pristine, beautiful merch, you can always find it on TeePublic/Valiant Star.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend.
I don't even know if it's the link, But it'll be in the description area.
But as always,
Yeah.
it's been the crew. It's been the nerds. It's been the homies. Thanks, Jack. Thanks,
For what?
Tonio. Thanks, Dan, and our special guests, Lenny and Patty, for today,
Yeah.
for making today's episode very, very educational and pretty fun.
Yeah. Hope you learned something new.
And
And,
we'll probably make another one like this, since
Yeah.
there's a lot of esports games and teams.
Please,
And
oh god, just watch them.
Well,
Just
because
watch-
most of us
watch
have
them,
been,
please,
kind of
please,
been
bro.
dipping our toes, and then there's Patty.
Who's like knee height in water
Patty just drowning in it.
or
We got-
drowning in water.
We got like waist high.
Yeah, I was gonna
waist size.
say he's not like that.
I'll give you waist high.
He's a little bit deeper.
I'm like 6 feet under.
That's different.
So you're drowning.
You're
I'm dead,
drowning.
yeah, I'm drowning. I'm literally drowning. I consume too much.
By the way, I didn't mean to say
Maybe,
knee
like,
high.
5 feet under. I haven't bought
more like
merch
me
yet.
now.
Once I finally cave and buy a t-shirt.
You.
Yes, that was me dying over your joke.
Okay, bye.
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. See you next week.
Don't forget to
Stay
squawk
safe.
out with your cock out.
What the hell?
Why?
Why would you say that now?
Why you been saying it, man?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Right at the end. Let me just say the wild
Because
thing.
that's, if you've been listening to us, that's what Antonio used to say.
Yeah, emphasis on the used to.
Didn't you? Weren't you the one who said it last week?
No, you were.
No,
I-
he didn't say anything because he left.
No, it was no. I didn't say it last week. I said it.
The week before.
Antonio said it
Dude.
No,
a
you
few
said
weeks
the week
ago. When,
Oh my
you
God.
said the week before with David, and David was like, "What are you talking about?" And I had to explain to him that that was my catchphrase, and that Jack stole it, and he has no right to be saying it.
All
Okay,
right.
bye, guys.
Copyright fine.
Okay, we're done.
No, I didn't have him. He's not left yet.
No, I'm saying like
Oh yeah.
Okay, I can eat goldfish.